us ring.
She belongs to the street.
got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied. Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a fuck what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this shit and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
Yes. 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 What's good, everybody? This is Chaos Rain here. And welcome to another edition, another, after hour, straight up late night or daytime stream here on the Chaos Rain Show. Oh, the links to follow Chaos Rain Show. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos Rain 7. Also, you can add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. What else? Also, follow me on Rumble. Not much content on Rumble, but please make your way over there and start hit the follow button because I want to do some content over there. So please follow me on Rumble. If I don't have it, I'll put in the description of the stream. What else? Also, I have podcast, Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, also. And join the Discord service of the Chaos Rain Show. Yes, thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. Look at this. My lovely, wonderful Miss Virtue herself, Queen of Virtue, Miss Chanel Shalom. Welcome. Good evening. Yes, please, people, please. And I forgot my manners. Do I have my banners? There you go. I always forget the banners. Don't mind me. I'm just, I'm getting into the motions of things. As you saw that video, Miss Queen, do you see that? Do you want me to run that again? They might want to run that again. You will. Okay, I think those are all the links. And like I said, I have my wonderful moderator. If you can you put the links to the stream as well, Queen Virtue, like links that people can follow me if you can. All right. As you know, today's subject, as you see the thumbnail, as you see the title, who's really corny? Now, as you know, I don't know where to start, personally. I don't know if y'all guys heard. They've been complaining about Michael B. Jordan, right? He's corny. He's a lame, etc., etc., etc. Maybe. But really, truly, let's be fair, honest. He is a productive man. And regardless what you see, the amount of pictures that's being posted in the media, my thing is this. Wait, what's that? I got a donation. Let me check my donation. Okay. Thank you, Miss Chanel Shalom, for your donation. I appreciate it. My thing is this. Oh, and one other thing, before I move on and continue. And I'm going through back and forth looking through the Twitter space. So if y'all see me get distracted, I try to stay on it. Let me just copy paste this. And I'm looking at my content now. All right. And as y'all come through, make sure I hit the like button, because sometimes I'll look at the chat room periodically to see if anybody liking the video. Matter of fact, let's do this instead to save time. Let's take a look at Michael B. Jordan's net worth. And this is all going to tie in because I'm actually going to run a video by the one Mr. Daniels. He had conversation of the gentleman you saw early onto this video. But first things first, let's look at Michael B. Jordan's network. Oh, matter of fact, let me go all the way back, because he had a movie release over the weekend. Let's check this network right now. All right. Let me see. We'll reveal his network. It does not say. Well, actually, it does. He was born February the 9th, 1987, eyes color brown. Right now, his net worth from last year is 25 million, which is going to probably go up because he directed this movie, Creed the Third. And right now, it's doing a lot of money, making a lot of money right now. So let's look at Creed the Third. See how much net worth, how much it's making right now. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's take a look now. And I'm doing this just to hone in on this corny. And personally, let's be honest, I did not really want to talk about Michael B. Jordan when I heard about, his little entanglements with the lady that he used to go back in middle school or high school, and he recognized her, and he remembered when, I guess, he got dissed by this young chick. And personally, let me go back. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Is this the one? It said right now his net worth is 25 million, like I said before, which should be more, but you gotta start somewhere. All right, so we're gonna go up to the movie Creed and look at the Wikipedia of how much money was put into Creed. Creed 3. Creed the Third. Let's take a look, see how much this movie's made, how much money was put into this movie. Is there Wikipedia on this? I guess I'm trying to find it. Damn. Okay. All right. Oh my God, that's a big budget. Okay, it says here, and matter of fact, I'll Wikipedia it instead because that will make more sense. Because y'all gotta see how much money was put into this Wikipedia. All right, Wikipedia. Let's look at Creed 3 on Wikipedia. And it looks like, if I'm right, it says it's roughly 75 million. Let's share this. Make sure you guys like this. Oh, thank you for the links. Chanel Shalom. Let's take a look now. Right. No. Oh, wrong one. Let me see what's going on. I'm trying to find it. Okay, share screen. Found it. Let's take a look at this. Where is it? Is it showing up here? This is Creed. It was released last Friday. This movie, the amount of budget it took to make this movie is roughly 75 mil. So they already made their money back in the matter of maybe 24 hours. It said it made its money very fast in the first 2 or 3 days. But you know, a successful movie in regards to the amount of budget, it has to make at least double, triple the amount of money they put into it. Meaning, if you put 75 million, on the average, you should make, to make back your money, you should make roughly 75. I don't got to calculate. If I had to guess, you have to make roughly an additional, you have to put like an additional 175 mil at best, or maybe 275 mil just to make even or break even more, because he already made the amount, the budget, but to break even you need another 200 to 300 million more. Roughly 300 million is a sweet spot, so he's almost going to get that. And I think this movie's going to probably break even in the next week or two, so we'll see. We shall see. All right, so that's it. That's how much. So I'm not going to stress more with Michael B. Jordan. I just want to get that way. I don't see the brother as corny. I think he's going to do great things. I would not be surprised if Michael B. Jordan becomes roughly a billionaire in the next, if he does it right, if he really makes the necessary moves, be on more box office movies, and maybe direct another big hit, he should get there within 6 years. So by the time he turns 41, 42, if he's not a billionaire, I'll be laughing right now. But he should be able to accomplish this within 6 years at best. If he put himself in good positions, right roles, maybe 1 or 2 more directing, he direct his own movies, and they gotta be superb movies, he should get there. So that's my projection of what is the future of Michael B. Jordan. But he's not corny. Now, on to this thing with the baby mamas and this baby daddy, this bastard serial impregnator. Oh yes, I said he's a bastard serial impregnator. He goes around and he sticks his phallus and sicknessize, impregnates many women, and I mean many women, which a lot of ladies, black and white, but mostly black, they won't mind, giving up the womb to a gentleman like him, a very unique gentleman. And the funny thing about all this, and I mean funny really, is that the ladies have no problem with this. I think he got a lot of response, a lot of good reviews on that little video he did on TikTok, on his own TikTok channel, from what I'm hearing. I didn't really look at the comments, but I wouldn't be surprised. And the strangest thing about all this is that this is the black community, unfortunately. A lot of dudes we complain about the access of vaginas they can get or they can't get, which is another conversation. But if this dude's getting it, and he's really getting it like that, and women are giving it, that speaks volumes of what the ladies really choose. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of dudes been saying this throughout the spaces about women's selection, women's nature, all this nonsense. But it's much deeper than that. It's more of them exuding their desires, and their desires will be met one way or the other. So regardless what you hear, what they expect at you as a man, you're cutting yourself short, unfortunately. You really cutting yourself short. So, that's what he has been doing, and he has kept it real from what I'm hearing out of his mouth on the few baby mamas he created by choice, because he said himself that he's not going to be pulling out anytime soon. And why should he? Because he got what he deserved. That's what he wanted. And the funny thing about this, I always complained and said it best that child support is really, truly the reward a lot of women will get. And these are the things that dudes hate and don't want to pay. But that's the problem. You're going to pay regardless. I mean, because let's be honest, America is going to hold us to a certain standard. You go around there and you sticking and juking and, shooting up the club with a lot of these ladies. These ladies are not only going to keep the baby, but most likely they're going to be making you pay. And that's just the results. That's just the reality you're going to be faced as a man. Now, they said that it's 50% single and childless. I could say I could agree with that to a degree. But when we look at the amount percent of people that's really getting, really getting it in, it's not that big. It's not that plenty, unfortunately. It's not really that big. And with all the articles written about Americans, men, black or white or etc., they're just not getting it in like that. You get me? They're just not. And they will not get it in like that, unfortunately. They won't get it in like that. So what can you do? What can I say? You feel me? You gotta put yourself in position as a man to get what you need, And trust me, you're going to have to be that nigga these ladies like. Case in point. And I feel like I might run it again, but I'm not gonna run the video right now because, like I said, for aching of time, let's move forward and let's play the video at hand, shall we? And this is by Mr. Daniels in regardless to this dude coming on the panel and explaining his story. Now, I'm not gonna say the name of this TikToker because he already made his rounds throughout the internet. Y'all could look him up, y'all could Google it. Google is your friend. So let me find the video now and do this my own take, my own reaction, and breakdown of this. What's good, Sir Hellspeak? How you doing, sir? Matter of fact, before I run this video, if you're not so busy, kind sir, let me put this in the chat room for you to come up if you want. It's your choice. Let me find the video now. Video files. Where is it? Video files, side extras, camera. Let me find this video now, guys, because I do want to run this. All right, where is it? I know I had it here. All right, I think I found the video.
What's up, dog? You can hear me clear?
I can hear.
And before I start this, make sure you guys like the stream. You can share the stream, give your own take and opinions on this. I would like to hear from y'all in the comment section of this one. All right, so let's begin. And like always, fair use. You know the brother, Mr. Daniels, on the left-hand corner, and this is the brother with the beard. He's the one that has 7 baby mamas. You know the ladies are gonna eat this up, guys, because like always, they're gonna label this man on the right as the one that's impregnated the whole community, and say every black man is doing this miraculously. I don't know how it's possible, you know. Okay, let's begin. And wait, actually, I forgot something. Where's my fair use? What the fuck is it? There you go. Yeah, I see it. Fair use. Let's go.
Hear you clear.
All right, I'm cool.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm taking all this wonderful backlash in. Taking this wonderful backlash in. Yeah,
Is it
I'm
more?
cool.
Do you get any? Is it like what's the ratio of backlash to love, or people saying I understand what he thinking?
You know what's crazy? It's more women in my DMs agreeing with me
Really?
than men.
Yes, they should, because you know you fit that bill. It's easy, you know, to get that one dude that they are attracted to. You know, they pull their draws and they just get it in. If you know, gentlemen, they are actually more inclined to having more sex and are more freaky than some of you dudes, and it's easy for them to get access to sex. That's why you see these dudes complain on the lack of access to sex. But ladies do hold the cards to the sex, and they know who they're going to give it up, who they're not going to give up. And yes, it is a dual mating strategy. As much as we don't want to believe this, it is. What he said, Queens of Virtue said this. He said that he got a lot of feedback. Matter of fact, a lot of people were hitting his DMs. So let me rewind it back so you can hear that, Queen.
You know what's crazy? It's more women in my DMs agreeing with me
Really?
than men.
More men agree with what he put out are the ones that are agreeing to what he has said. And that should be not surprising, because ladies, they know what it is. They know what it is. I hope that's clear. So let's keep going. Fair use.
More women in my DMs agreeing with me than men. The men wanna come in there and try to address something or hold me accountable. And I'm telling these motherfuckers, I'm a grown man. You can't hold me accountable. Like, but I hear you know. But it's more women in there agreeing with me.
Wow, I didn't expect that. A lot of people
Yeah,
wouldn't believe. Like a lot of people would be like, man, like the women is the ones that's gonna come at you the most, but it's the guys.
yes, the guys.
Why do you think
That's
it's the guys?
crazy.
Why do you think the guys come at you the most?
Because because they ain't got the motherfucking balls enough to speak up for their motherfucking self in a situation that they know they don't want to be in. So you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit. It might be a little bit envy. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is this nigga to speak his mind? You know what I'm saying?
No, a lot of niggas speak their mind. The only problem is they don't got the balls to really speak their mind. That's the only separation between real niggas and just regular dudes. Remember, Alan Rogers Curry said best in many of his books. As some of them have read it, which I have not read all of them, but I hold a few books here and there, that you have to really be mode one with a lot of these ladies, especially here in the West. You need to. You have to. Because if not, you're not gonna get what you want. And even if you did get what you want, it's not really well deserved, because at the end of the day, these ladies do hold the cards to sex. And let's be honest, the biggest issue with a lot of fellas today is the fear of actual rejection. See, ladies don't get rejected on the average. That's why if you find a few ladies here and there, sisters or whatever you want to call women in general that do get rejected, they don't take rejection very seriously. Matter of fact, they will do you something. I remember one dude, if I can remember, this is like a year and a half ago, and there was a video posted out on the internet how this one lady, I think she was a teacher, actual teacher, she went and deleted one of her, I guess either boyfriend or wherever the dude is, and they just had a falling out, and he just slowly but surely just ended the relationship and just rejected her and left her where she is, and she couldn't take it. So you know what she did? She went, set him up, you know, she had her gun ready and just popped him, gave him 3 bullets in his head, in his chest, and up here crying that she was insane when she did that crap. So yeah, and mind you, there are some dudes that will delete a woman or rejection. I mean, that is common, it does exist, but it's very rare when you see a woman get rejected, and how she takes rejection, that's another story. So let's keep going. Fair use. And how you doing, Positive Vibe? I see you. Oh, the controversial statement that she made, Queens of Virtue. He admit that he has these baby mamas, and he's not willing to take care of none of those kids. Even to the point where he said that the women know what they're doing, and it's their fault that they're getting knocked up by him. This is what I'm getting at, Queens of Virtue. I hope this was clear. All right. Let's keep going. Fair use. All right, let's keep going.
What
Yeah,
about
I think we can do that.
what about did you expect when you made this? Like, what was the inspiration behind it? Like, what made you even spaz out? Because you can articulate yourself really, really well. But what made you even make this video in the first place?
I was on live on my TikTok. That's why once my previous Instagram got deleted when I had a lot of followers, so I just went on TikTok and just started like doing what people do. So
Now, before we continue, keep in mind, this is a side note. If y'all get this far to this video, be very careful now. A lot of content creators, just in general. Here's why. Because they're going to create stories. If y'all recall, the lady that had a baby father that didn't want to give or spend money on the other kids, but brought only his son food. Y'all remember that? That was proven to be fake, but nonetheless, a lot of people can relate to it, and everybody did content on that. And trust me, people got some views on it, including her. And she did that just to get a bag, mind you. So what is so different? What will make what this guy did on his TikTok no different? Could it be true or could it be fake? I don't know. We just don't know. I'll tell you one thing. A lot of people are talking about it. So let's be fair and honest. If you're talking about it, you know a nigga that did something like this. So you can relate to it. And that's another thing that will captures a lot of people to really start putting their eyeballs to any content that is relatable, even if it's fake or not. So keep that in mind. Wait, hold on. Let me see what's in the chat room before I continue playing this. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair use.
basically just being in live, and we got to a conversation where we were talking about certain things, and I was just like, bro, I got 7 kids, bro, that I told these women I do not want. So for a span of like 7 days, I was on live and just being requested, you know what I'm saying, to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I see 300 people in here in the room, 1,000 people in the room. So I was just like, let me just make a video, you know what I'm saying, and try to give like clarity, and it just did what it did. I already had a little bit of following, so it took off. It took off. But I feel like it's a lot of men that want to say this. There's a lot of men that looking at their children and like, I don't even want this little motherfucker, but they feel like they responsible. You feel me? Like that's whatever you look, whatever your morals is your morals. Whatever you feel like you need to do is what you need to do. Don't go judge another woman, another man about their life. So it is what it is at this point.
Why do you think it's the guys that come for you over the women though?
Bro, I don't know, man. I guess they feel like they have a big ass responsibility to hold other black men accountable. You
Uh,
feel me? And I
uh,
tell them, I said, bro, I'm accountable for my actions. I understand the outcomes and and the consequences. That's
uh.
being accountable. That's being aware. What you want me to be is responsible. When I told you I'm not gonna be responsible for.
I see you put something in the chat room, Positive Eyes. This is an L. Personally, on Positive Vibe, that's the thing that came to my mind, that this is some big L. But when I think about these niggas, that the ones that's doing this behavior, the only L I could see down the line for a good portion of black men, I'm not gonna say the majority, but a good enough, that these are the niggas that, you know, you are in competition for the extra 2 million or more black women here in America. Besides the other black women that comes to America, or you're outside America, regardless of this situation, mostly here in America, particularly, that if black men are the smallest pool already, right? So if we're the smallest, so that means out of that small pool, there has to be enough productive men doing what they're supposed to be doing to hopefully, and I say hopefully, because nothing's guaranteed, to get the ladies that, you know, will be on their program and, you know, start some construct like a family, or, you know, build something off, you know. But that's not what we're seeing or witnessing right now, personally. I mean, and if you think about it, the guy doesn't look responsible now that I think about watching this video. But hey, what I could say, these are dudes that's, you know, getting all the access and don't have to do a goddamn thing. Imagine that. Wow. Ain't that something? Let me see. Because black men know you are making black fathers look bad. Yeah. Making them look real bad. Anyway, let's keep going. Fair use.
Some shit I don't want to be responsible for. There's
Mhm.
no argument after that. You can't convince me to do anything in my spirit, or if I have one, that I don't want to do. So it's one of them things that I see a lot of. They say black men don't hold black men accountable. Yeah, they do. I see it. I see
I
it in
say
my
it all the
DMs, but it's
time.
impossible.
I say it
Yeah.
all the time that is not, the women don't hold women accountable. The women
hmm
will be honest with a guy, but it's the men that then hold men accountable. I say it all the time and people don't believe me.
It's more when I go on them lives on TikTok. It is more men. I'm talking about more men really trying to hold each other accountable. And I always gotta put. I said, speak what you want to speak. But at the end of the day, that man gonna do what he want to do. You feel me?
Mhm.
That woman gonna do what he want to do. It's a lot of black men attempting to hold black men accountable. That's a motherfucking myth. I see it. I'm seeing it every day.
Oh, excuse me? Where? Where's this? Ladies, you're on TikTok right now. The ones in the chat room or that will catch this recording. If you can find a man that's holding these dudes as accountable on TikTok, let me put my email. I gotta put my fucking email. No, positive. He's talking about men holding other men accountable for dudes making babies out here on the streets. That's what he's saying. Do you want to rewind that, Positive Vibe? And let me put my email. Let me find my email. If any lady, sister, whoever, if you could find me, I want y'all to be the hub. Send me all these videos on TikTok of any man, and I mean any man that is holding brothers accountable for making bastard shit out here. That's my email. I need to see this because I'm not on TikTok like that. Most social media that I focus on mostly is usually on YouTube, Facebook, or maybe IG. I don't really rock with TikTok because right now, as TikTok stands, and the word on the street where TikTok's going, excuse me, it looks like the government's going to start cracking down on TikTok. If y'all not catching wind of this or hearing about this, but word on the street is TikTok might not be able to put out or use their platform over America no more. That's the rumor I'm hearing right now. I could be wrong, but we have to sit back and see. Male investor, follow me on Facebook or hit my email. Find me these videos so I can maybe do a follow up. Maybe I need evidence now at this point because I'm not on TikTok like that, but a lot of women are on TikTok, just like some of these dudes. Personally, TikTok is that environment, as I see fit, is a different environment for these neutral audience to put out degenerate content. And trust me, it is no different than what you see on maybe Clubhouse or maybe certain parts of YouTube. But I know for a fact TikTok has a different array of audience, and majority of the audience, if I could be wrong or right, are people that's under the age of 18 at best. I could be wrong. So if you know these videos and they do exist, you can email me or follow the links that Queen Virtue has put up in the chat room. I need to see these now. I need some receipts. But let's keep going. I'm gonna read some more of these comments. I don't see men holding men accountable for anything except simping. Yes. There's a video right now. No, yeah, I'm going for that. Okay, and that's my Facebook. Thank you. At this point, black women must take these messages as a gift. These goodness, thank goodness, you have the information running. Hold on. You have the information run black women. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Fair use.
Mm-hmm. What about, you said, I think you said something on your video
and make sure you hit the like button.
You said, now correct me if I'm wrong. You said that you haven't seen, and maybe it wasn't this video, maybe it's another video that I watched. That you had never had a woman ask you to use a condom.
Never.
Really?
And that was another. I think that's how this got into this space of me telling this. Never. I didn't put polls on my TikTok. I didn't, bruh. Women don't ask men to wear protection. Like they expect us to do what we want to do. It's a very small chance a woman gonna tell that man to put a condom on. So now that woman is basically giving her power to a man to be responsible for her motherfucking body. It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Y'all guys lucky I don't got members only, because personally this is embarrassing. I mean, yeah. Y'all ladies heard that? Now I'm gonna say this. There might be, well, no, let's say this. There's too much and very little, in my opinion, in regards to protection of people with their sexual reproductive organs. We just straight up crazy out here, people. We love sex. We love it raw. The raw, the better. And all forms of positions, including all degenerate positions, including ones that you take it up in the rear end. And the sad thing about this, when they talk about the sexually transmitted disease, the STDs, all these rates that's so high, and the reason why is personally is sexual practices. It's not the amount of partners you have, it's the practice you're doing, including the partners. People out here eating booty, people. I'm just telling you, I'm just getting real. This is gonna be a raw conversation that y'all not gonna like. But I gotta keep raw with you. I had to get raw to you because there's no easy way to water this down. I wish I could water it down, but you know, gotta keep real. For what this man has said, I cannot say agree or disagree with what he just said, but there's a lot of crazy people out here that just want to get it in, and depending the mood, because always the mood that determines what the lady's going to get into. If she's not in that mood, not feeling you, and really feeling you, she wants all that, all of you, skin deep. That's as far as I'm going to take it. Let's keep going. Fair use. Wait, hold on. I see some here. It's not her penis, it's yours. It's on both parts. Yeah. All right. Wait. Oh, wait. Let me go for the comment section. I see a lot of comments by you, Melon Vessel. I can't believe they are co-signing this bull all over the internet. It's sickening. Yeah. And, you know, Queen's Virtue puts my donation tab. So, yeah. All right, let's keep going. Fair use and effect.
See, that's something that people don't want to talk about, though. They don't want to talk about that part of the conversation. They don't want to talk about the idea that you literally, because honestly, I believe you. Because anybody that's this transparent and this forthcoming and stand forward, you know, stand on whatever it is that they're saying, they, you know, I gotta believe them. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that? It's a lot of people saying that you got to be like you got to be messing around. There's no reason that you're telling the truth, or you don't have no 7 kids, or whatever that you know of, or whatever. Why don't you think people to believe you?
We in one of the most promiscuous nations, bro.
Yeah.
Just let that sink in. We in one of the most promiscuous nations, bro. I ain't gotta manipulate no bitch to get no pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I do not have to manipulate, con anything to get no goddamn pussy, bro.
Mm.
And the reason they don't believe it because it's a high number. You feel me? It's a high number of kids being abandoned, but shit, it's a lot of motherfuckers out here that don't know how many kids they got.
Yeah.
It's motherfuckers that don't know if the kids, they kids because they woman gonna get mad at the fact you asking for a motherfucking DNA test because it hurt her feelings. Bro, I done told a female last October 2022 that this is my last pregnancy scare, right? She told me she was pregnant by me. And I was like, okay, cool. In my mind, I'm like, I actually really like her. You know what I'm saying? Because we was messing around. I actually really like her. So when it came down to it, I'll be me. I said, at the end of the day, I fuck with you. But 7 to 8 weeks come, we can do that DNA test that they offer. And she told me out her motherfucking mouth, I'm not going to go get a DNA test. That's embarrassing. I'd rather be a single mother.
Excuse me? What? Hold on. Did y'all hear that? Wait. Let me rewind that back. I think my ears playing with me, man. I gotta rewind that bullshit back. All right. Let me hear that crap again.
The fact you asking for a motherfucking DNA test because it hurt her feelings. Bro, I done told a female last October 2022 that this is my last pregnancy scare, right? She told me she was pregnant by me. And I was like, okay, cool. In my mind, I'm like, I actually really like her. You know what I'm saying? Because we was messing around. I actually really like her. So when it came down to it, I'll be me. I said, at the end of the day, I fuck with you. But 7 to 8 weeks come, we can do that DNA test that they offer. And she told me out her motherfucking mouth, I'm not going to go get a DNA test. That's embarrassing. I'd rather be a single mother. Right? She told me she was pregnant by me. And I was like, okay, cool. In my mind, I'm like, I actually really like her. You know what I'm saying? Because we was messing around. I actually really like her. So when it came down to it, Me, I'll be me. I said at the end of the day, I fuck with you, but 7 to 8 weeks come, we can do that DNA test that they offer. And she told me out her motherfucking mouth, I'm not gonna go get a DNA test. That's embarrassing. I'd rather be a single mother. Okay, cool. In my mind, I'm like, I actually really like her. You know what I'm saying? Because we was messing around. I actually really like her. So when it came down to it, me, I'll be me. I said at the end of the day, I fuck with you, but 7 to 8 weeks come, we can do that DNA test that they offer. And she told me out her motherfucking mouth, I'm not gonna go get a DNA test. That's embarrassing. I'd rather be a single mother
She said she'd rather be a single mother than get a DNA test.
than get a DNA test.
I'm gonna read our comments for a second. But I have a donation. Let me check who donate. 1 second, guys. Okay. All right. Thank you, Lena, for donating to the channel. I appreciate it. This is some bullshit. I'm lost for words, guys. I don't know what to say. Now, ladies, y'all familiar, right? That a lot of dudes, and there's certain states right now where I'm hearing are in conversations right now. I'm not sure it's in Washington, D.C., but they were thinking of drafting and putting a bill where they gonna mandatory DNA testing or after or before the birth or whatever between two parties. That's what the word on the street is being put out right now. And I said, and y'all know I'm no stranger, I think it's reasonable for every man, if you're going to be out here, being out here in the streets, just in general, or you're in a relationship, regardless how you want to play it, right? It would be wise to make sure the child is yours, so that way you can fully invest as much as possible, especially if it's your seed. Last time I checked, hopefully. And the reason why I'm saying this is because in America and outside America, if we want to do the data, fraternity fraud is pretty high and it's climbing as the years and decades go by. And if y'all ladies recall, remember those TV shows like Maury Povich or whatever his name is, that did those DNA tests saying and testing a lot of ladies to find out who's the baby daddy or who's the father, or whatever the case may be. And every episode, every show, I would say less than or more than half of those women that go in there and get those DNA tests to make sure the dude that they think is the baby father come back that he is not the father. Now, those are TV shows, and I watched some of them like everybody else, and I thought it was like satire. It's like, not real. Maybe it's real. I'm not sure. But to come find out now, since Maury has been taken off the air last year, that this is a real necessary conversation that needs to be had now. I mean, it needs to be had so badly that you rather be a baby mama. And I'm not condoning women, you should delete your babies. I try to refrain from that. I said it's better you have sex responsibly than put your body at risk to get rid of the baby. That's another story. But God knows. God knows you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're just going to deliberately say, I'd rather be a baby mama than to find out that you're the actual father. I mean, that just doesn't make no sense. That's just irresponsible. That's just reckless. Anyway, let me read y'all comments. I'm not going to ramble on that. All right. Let's look. I have to come to a positive platform like yours, Chaos, because this constant negative message can be. Oh, hold on. Let me flip that. I can read that. All right, now I can read it now. Kirsten, because this constant negative message can leave you jaded. Yes. Yet there's past bros. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. He's live told the first woman all of this. I guarantee you wouldn't walk He's a liar. Okay. And like I said, you're in your right opinion, male investor, because like I said, a lot of people are trying to come up nowadays and they use social media as a benchmark to come up. So I can't say this dude is telling the truth that he is or he has 7 baby mamas. I cannot confirm that, but let's stay there and let's say this is real, because unfortunately, whether we play or not, it's like this, male investor. Let me take your name off the comment section. Why does this resonate to a lot of people? And we couldn't find it could be fake. I tell you why, because we know a few people, rather cousins, family members, or just friends, or someone we might know or are acquainted to, that come across this situation with a person or a story they could tell of a person that's doing this. So that's why you'll find any man or woman that will create these stories, right? Let's go there. And they will create it just to get a bag. But the downside of doing this is the whole world will see and will reveal the negativity and the degeneracy within our community. And that's the problem, putting out certain content, rather it's real or not. And that's one thing I do not like. All right, let me keep reading your comments. All right. You can't like anyone. Yep. What broken sound like? Yep. You're right. YW. Okay. All right. All right. Let's look here. Would you tell your daughters to wait for these dudes? No way. Mm-hmm. He should have got snipped. And you know, I'm gonna ask y'all ladies a question. At what point you think we're gonna speak for them? We're gonna from your perspective for the men. You ladies that's listening. How many kids do you think a dude that's put himself out here in the streets and is not in no marriage, at what point he should really, snip? How many babies do you think to a point where he should snip? I want to hear from y'all. So let me keep going. Actually, let me keep reading the last 2 comments. I'm gonna keep going. You are not the father. Yep. He's talking like everyone he was with was promiscuous. That says a lot about him. Little do he know. Yeah. Yes. Let's keep going. I made sure none of these dudes ever had access to my daughter, ever. Very good. I'm saying that he's lying about how it went down. He's creating a narrative. And like I said, Mount Vessel, the narrative goes a long way, unfortunately. Let's keep going. Fair use.
That means you ain't the only one then.
It's just like it's this shit crazy, bro. I got so many stories, and motherfuckers don't believe that it's true. But if the people around me get to talking, they will share some of my stories too, bro. They'll share some of my stories too.
So I got so many questions, bro. I got so many questions. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, so I gotta ask you this question, bro. Why not wear rubber? Like, and I'm not even talking about on a pregnancy part, because I know that you stand on whatever you stand on with regard to the whole pregnancy thing. I'm not gonna convince you. I'm not even gonna try to convince you, right? But are you worried about like venereal diseases or STDs or anything like that?
Hell yeah, I'm worried, and I'd be a fool to say I'm not. But the thing about it, people keep asking me why don't I wear protection? I do wear protection, and then I just got sponsored by these condoms. I wear protection. You feel me? So the thing about it is those 7 situations out of 200.
So it was just
200
those
plus.
particular ones that you were saying. So you do wear rubbers. It's just that those
Yeah.
are women that you was the most comfortable with not wearing rubbers with.
Man, it just the thing about it is just shit happen, bro. Like
Yeah, no, I feel you.
it ain't gonna be on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm chilling with a female or whatever, and we just so happy to start fucking, if I ain't got no condom, I'm go.
Yeah.
I'ma go. You
Yeah.
feel me? And it just is and shit. I gotta go get tested. I'm gonna go get tested.
Yeah.
And I just recently got tested in the beginning of February. Ain't nobody out here intentionally spreading no fucking diseases, none of that. But people mind are so simple. It just seemed like just because I got 7 women impregnated that I don't wear condoms.
Yeah.
It can appear that way. I can understand why people ask that shit.
Do you think that you just like an anomaly as far as your ability to be able to get hoes and get boxed? Because a lot of these talking points on the internet, whether it's Clubhouse, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or whatever, they say most men don't even get boxed. Do you think it's just you, or do you think it's your circle, or do you think it's the majority of guys that really getting boxed, and these stats is off?
Before you answer that, make sure you guys like the stream, share the screen, whatever. I'm gonna read our comments. My thing is this. We always know that in the communities, testing is very essential, especially you putting yourself out here and you having just random casual sex with anybody, whoever, and including other races of people. And here's a side note for all you ladies and for gentlemen. Do you know when you have intercourse with non-black people, and this is going to sound a little crazy for those, your genetics are different from theirs. You might have less than 20% of their blood, that it can compromise your genetics into your blood type to a point that these non-black people carry a lot more disease than you. Are you aware of this, ladies and gentlemen? Now, it sounds crazy because me telling y'all that, because let's be honest, majority of black folks don't mind having intercourse with non-black people, or with what they want to call interspecies sex. If you understand, the European man said best how, and he always put himself up front when he talks about degeneracy and, degenerate sex. It's expected from to say that because he's the degenerate, just like his woman. Yes. Oh, yes, yes. They don't clean. They carry a whole lot of disease because of their genome and how they're created. Not just them, but anything that is pale in nature, most like an average, you always got to keep that in mind. Now, if you have a little black in you, you always got to look at the genetic makeup, how much percent black, but that plays a part of how much of the disease that stays in you flourish. Because you remember, when the world was slowly being conquered by, European people, non-black people, they not only spread their violence, they also spread the disease and their practices on others. So when we look at disease now in the 21st century, it's always a derivative from what has always been in existence, being around other groups of people and having sex with other groups of people. Including parts, they probably run some other weirdo science, but we're not getting to that. You should know that, if you're a man or woman out here just, giving it up willy-nilly, yes, you might need to get yourself tested regularly. And God knows if you're engaged in very much deviant practices, like I said before, which I'm not going to repeat again, I mean all forms of deviant practices, including backdoor, that you increase the risk of all forms of serious venereal and serious diseases. That's very hard to correct. So keep that in mind. All right, so let me read y'all comments. I just had to get that out the way. All right, let me start up. All right, I think I read this away from Positive Vibes. He should get snipped, yeah, right there. He's talking like everyone, and he was. I think I read that right. Okay. I'm trying to keep up with trying to keep up, guys. All right, I think this is the one. I refuse to have kids with a man who already has children by someone else. Just know, okay. If he never wants kids, then he should have gotten snipped right away. The problem with that on Positive Vibes, majority of men today, and I heard people say it could be reversed. I don't know about that. I'm not going to hold the validity of that. But let's say it can be reversed. A lot of dudes not going to risk getting their Johnson snip because a lot of men care about what their seeds, and they don't want to risk it on any given turn just to, have the chance to enjoy and indulge in raw sex without creating no baby after it. And a lot of men still want to have that power to still be capable of procreating. That's why you don't see a lot of dudes risk getting that junk snipped. Let's keep going. What else? I shouldn't do that. I forgot. So, all right. It's okay with reproduction if the parents can take care of them, but if not, I think abstinence or at least condoms should be used. Yeah, I think my thing is this, and let me keep reading because I'm gonna answer that. This condom right here, he needs discipline. That's the thing that's very lacking with a lot of black males in the community. Queen, a virtue. Discipline is a learned behavior, and boys that become men have to be instilled a sense of discipline. And the problem with the modern man today, there is no instilled discipline for anything through his natural development, through his stages of life, from how to how to keep ourselves up, to being very productive, work as many hours as you can, and if you think you work more, do so. It's not, see, that is something you have to be instilled, and has to be put into as early as possible. Once you get to a certain age, you're not gonna really make the effort of being disciplined of anything, and I mean anything. So let me keep going. I was not going to let my daughter believe in this mythical unicorn in the back community. Yeah. He got caught, then tried to clean it up. You're a dirty dude. Just admit it. Like the shit. All right. Thank you. Repeat. I think repeat it. Yes. Oh, yes. Always try and push. The type of black dudes see their penis as weapon to be used against women. He's a monster. I'm sorry. Yeah. Mel Investor, if you're still here, I'm hoping that because we are Americans, and you have children, daughters and sons. If anything, it would be nice if you have daughters, if they could find a different culture of a black man that will start. Not saying it's guaranteed. Now hear me well. Nothing's guaranteed. But if the American black man or black boy that will become man is not suitable, then the second best thing is see if you could find, if your daughter gears herself towards a man that's some, different parts of Africa or Caribbean or even Europe. And I'm only saying this because, let's be honest. If these dudes out here thinking the way they are, and let's keep real. The best bet, personally, in my opinion, is if the dude's not grounded around their father enough, it might be risky at this point. I'm just saying, because the dude, as you see on the far right, I could be wrong. He looked like he came out of a single mother. I could be wrong, but anyway, two of my daughters already married out. Oh damn. Okay. 1,000 subs coming soon. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Fairies.
Man, I don't know what men do outside my circle. I know my circle, we good. You know what I'm saying? We good. I don't think it's an anomaly. I think it happened more than often. You feel me? And another thing, shit, I got the most pussy when I was broke.
You gotta talk about that.
And another thing, shit, I got the most pussy when I was broke.
You gotta talk about that, bro.
And another thing, shit, I got the most pussy when I was broke.
You gotta talk about that, bro.
And another thing, shit, I got the most pussy when I was broke.
You gotta talk about that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing, shit, I got the most pussy when I was broke.
You gotta talk about that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing, shit, I got the most pussy when I was broke. When
Oh,
they
you
have
gotta talk.
nothing.
You gotta talk about that, bro.
Now, remember, ladies, if you are one of these two ladies that's doing this, shame on you. Shame, 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 shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. You giving and you know, I heard the stupid song, these stupid little female rappers that's really giving the box to any dude in the business. So let them stop the cap. They tell me say broke don't get no coochie. But this dude get the most access and the most access to the fruit of your loins, your womb, your box. They getting it instantly, like Instacart, for free. Free. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Lordy, Lord, Lord. If you want, fellas, this is the playbook that you must follow. If you want to get access to the box, and this will depend on the race of one, but let's say it applies to all races of women, predominantly. Tell these ladies, I don't got a job. I'm broke. I'm just here just kicking it. She would instantly hit your inbox and even go as far as get on her knees and suck your cock. If you're not careful. Yes. Yes. And I remember one particular content creator wrote a book on this, on how to date online. And he specifically said to get women online, you gotta use less verbiage / words, language, and you're going to have to act as though you're dumb. Even to the point you're going to have to up game your swag / your dress piece. You're going to have to look the part. I mean, you got, wear your kicks, your nice Nike Air Force, or Tim's. I prefer Tim's. Tim's a little better, but that's another question. And make sure you have your fly shirt, your nice clean shirt, and your good pants, nice, And also don't forget the fitted hat. Don't forget the fitted hat. NYC, baby. You need those. And after you get yourself positioned at it, you're in. Almost ready to sit there and let's keep going. I see Mel Vesta laughing at it. I see yeah, she's laughing at it. All right, let's see. The black dads told them not to date black men because of what they see going out on here. And the reason why I see go out here because unfortunately a good portion of the black male population have been raised. Now, wait, let me keep reading before I get more take. It's always seemed to work that way. It works always straight. Are we forgetting how broken this race is? No self-esteem. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. Queen, you know how you see us dudes when we wear the fitted hats. Listen, Queen, don't tell no lie. You always like when a man, depending if he has a bald spot or he has a receding hairline. One thing is for sure, he better have that fitted on, and it better be a clean fitted. Better not be that dusty fitted that look like he just dropped down the floor and let the dust piled up and stench up and darken up the hat. No. You must have a clean fitted. Has look fresh, like it came out the store, like you just bought that bad boy. Oh yeah, bought that bad boy. Anyway, and let me put the donation. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Let's keep going. Fair use.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I can do. All I can do is know what's the fuck. So I perfected that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's all I can do, bro. Like shit, I don't know what these niggas talking about these bitches with money now, niggas with money and shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got the most pussy when I was broke.
What about the women? Like, what is this a certain type of women? Is it all type of women? Is it chicks that be married? Is it chicks that's just inherently single? What type of women, you know what I'm saying, are you running into with this mindset.
It's all type of class, and this is the thing, because I heard people saying that, like, oh, are you telling them that you're not going to be a father before sex? Who the fuck gonna say some shit like that? Who think about kids before sex? Why the fuck would I sit a woman down and be like, hey, if you get pregnant, I'm not going. Nobody talking about that dumbass shit.
Hmm.
You feel me? But it's all type of class of women. It's all type of class of women. So it's just, I'm an honest person. Women like honest people, right?
Yeah. Well, see,
Women like honest men.
I've always said that if you be straight up, you'll get more box. Because I say that women want
And
it, like women want it sometimes worse more than the guy do. But I don't know why guys feel like they need to lie to chicks in order to get them to lay down or to get them to do what they want to do. I never believed in that. I've always from day one said that if you be straight up or you just be whoever you want to be, she gonna give it up anyway.
mm,
What do you
no,
think
that's a
about that?
fact. Just be straightforward. Just be straightforward. You gotta give a woman a decision and choice to fuck with you, man.
Hmm.
Especially if they're gonna be giving your body. Even if the outcome might be a motherfucking baby, you still gotta give her a goddamn choice. You know what I'm saying? Up front, if she wanna deal with you.
Yeah.
You ain't got a lie, bro. It's a lot of women out here. It's a lot of women out here. You ain't gotta lie and manipulate to get nothing from no woman, bro. Because trust me, if she not gonna do it, it's another one will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And whatever you think, it's some, even the women that disagree with me,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It still can be something. So you ain't got to lie to no woman, not at all.
So now, because you are, because see, I've never heard you say it's not my fault, right? The one thing that I did hear you say in the video, to your credit, is you said, "Yo, I know what I'm doing. I'm taking responsibility for what it is that I'm saying, and I'm willing to deal with whatever comes along with it, right?" But then, based off of what it is that you telling me today, you said, "Listen, I ain't lie to these chicks. It ain't no secrets. You know what I'm saying? I was upfront with them or whatever like that." Do you think, in your personal opinion, that it's in this whole, women's rights era where women got the choice to do what they want to do and things like that? How much responsibility do you think lies on a woman? Because you gonna catch all of the backlash, but I
Mhm.
don't see anybody saying anything about your baby mamas that also decided that they wanted to lay down with you and then turn, you know what I'm saying, to go along with whatever is going along with the narrative. Do you think that it's a failure? Because people, you said black guys is calling you, they holding you responsible, they all in your DMs. Do you think that there's a double standard when it comes to holding women responsible for what it is that they decide to do with their bodies also?
Before you answer this, I like that what Antoine has laid out. I mean, there are some men now. I'm a shout to Mary Browner. He is getting pushback to a lot of dudes that do, you know, engage in this degeneracy, this buffoonery. I don't really cover it too much, but I will say and vouch say, yeah, some of these dudes need to be held accountable. I mean, I don't see much black men. Only thing black men will do to hold any other black man accountable, and you hear it first, ladies, I'm gonna keep it real with you, is we don't associate on the average. And if we do associate, we on the average keep an eye out, and we might make a or draw a distance between them and us. That's the only form of accountability you will see any man, especially another black man, depending on his economic circumstance, is going to hold other black men accountable, unfortunately. Um, because let's be fair, honest. Y'all ladies might not like this. No man's gonna sit there and delete another black man because he don't want to uphold his responsibility toward his baby mama or his wife. Sorry. I don't see it in my lifetime. I could be wrong. Maybe it's circling out there throughout the news that it does exist. But overall, I don't see the modern or average or above average black man today going to say, "Oh, you're not gonna take responsibility for your child, your baby mama, your wife. I'm gonna have to deal with you. I'm gonna have to probably get rid of you." No, just like I said previously, either we disassociate with them. If we do stay around, we keep a watchful eye. And the other thing, we don't really have no really serious interactions. If they fall, and we just go and look at them and say, "We told you so." So let me read the comments. Things are changing now. More and more are waking up to their sick mind games. I'm proud of them. Yeah. And you must understand melanin vessel. And matter of fact, yeah. You gotta understand melanin vessel. No man could trick or mind game any sister or anyone, period. Because for a man to have that capability to do so, he has to be that type of brother or that dude that you or any other lady that draw a sense of attraction could do that. See, the regular dude that you see complain on the internet that complain about women and the access of women, I guarantee you, listen to me, ladies, listen good. They don't have that power or capability to manipulate any average or above or low or wherever level woman today. Facts. They don't have the capability to manipulate any woman. Facts. The only women that get manipulated are the women that are attracted to these small percent of dudes, or the dudes that, let's be honest, listen good. And really, I'm going to keep real with y'all ladies. And I probably will create a snare story. Wait, hold on. A story. No, I'm not skip. I'm not creating a story. I ain't gonna say nothing. Let me keep reading down the chat room. I'll be holding too long in this video, and I don't want this thing too long. No other male group will come online and admit that to these type of degenerate behaviors. These type of black men are making their bed. Ultimately, this will be their undoing. Everyone knows this. Okay. Yes, Mary is a great and knows good works. Okay. That's a must. You must differentiate from these scumbags, right? This conversation sounds like a horror movie. It terrifies me for the women forced to live around these dudes. Okay. There has definitely been a shift, and that's why they're complaining. And remember, they're complaining. The dudes, let me tell you something. The dudes that don't put themselves in position and are not really adapting melanin vessel, they're gonna have the right to complain because, let's be honest, they're not doing what's necessary to be these small percent or these dudes that the women really are attracted to. Now we hear that some of these dudes have the bad breaths. Some might have crooked teeth. Hell, some of them might not even dress properly, and they do have bad hygiene, which I find very odd nowadays. If you're not playing sports, I'm not sure why you would smell. I mean, that's not a story. Unless you're poor and you don't have money, maybe, and you could tell some dudes are really poor, like they come from the streets. You could tell is expected. But if you're a regular dude that has little bucks in your pocket, I mean, you could buy some deodorant. These are those small things that could be fixed. Now, regardless, being that dude to be attracted every woman, you're not gonna be that dude. But there are ways you put yourself in the right position to attract some fish out there in the sea. Yeah. You get it. All right, let's keep going. Copy on it. Let's see what his answer to this question. Fair use.
Yeah, because it's most women that's out speaking. You feel me? Men really don't come out and speak on topic. So it seems like, you know what I'm saying, women are being attacked, but if more men came out and speak, you know what I'm saying, it'll be a even playing field on these type of conversations. And I think the bulk of the responsibility on when it comes to pregnancy is on a woman, bro. A woman has to allow you to enter her, bro. She has to allow a man to enter her. If you giving that man a responsibility like that to I guess potentially get you pregnant, that's on you. If you ain't telling this man, hey, wrap up, that's on you. If you ain't using no contraceptives, that's on you. That's on the woman, bro. Cause she gonna have to deal with that 9-month pregnancy, bro. So if I was to put it in a percentage, it's 52% the woman's, you know what I'm saying, responsibility on if she get pregnant or not, and 48 to the man.
52% of the woman, 48 to the man.
Mm-hmm.
What about What about women that then come around because you did say in your video, then they try to reach out to you. Well, before we even get to that, what's
Okay.
the ratio of women that you say, yo, I'll pay for the abortion, I'll pay for you to get rid of it or whatever, versus the women that say, nah, forget all of that? What's the ratio of women that rock with it versus the ratio of women that don't rock with it?
I think about 7 out of 10 didn't go through it. You know what I'm saying? The other three was like cool. You know what I'm saying? And end up getting an abortion. It's not a lot, bro. But this is from me being 17 to now 27, over a 10-year span. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
shit happened. I was being irresponsible. So my 30% within my you know what I'm saying, within my experience.
Hmm. But the other 70% is like, well, like what is? Do they think about it? Are they contemplating it? Do they
I'm
just?
a, I'm I'm a, I'm a, I'm gonna give you one example, right? This one of my baby mom was actually married when I met her, and she's still married, and she kept the child. So check it out. One of the baby mamas is married, and she kept the child. Her husband don't believe in abortions. Why would you abort my child? So she couldn't get rid of that child. She couldn't get rid of that child. But she know as a woman who is the father of the baby. And that's one of the few that I know 100% sure she wasn't thinking about getting rid of that child, because that would have put turmoil into her life, raises suspicion. That's why I say these men out here are not even getting DNA tests on their fucking kids, even if it's their wife. Don't believe in abortions. Why would you abort my child? So she couldn't get rid of that child. She couldn't get rid of that child. But she know as a woman who is the father of the baby. And that's one of the few that I know 100% sure she wasn't thinking about getting rid of that child, because that would have put turmoil into her life, raises suspicion. That's why I say these men out here are not even getting DNA tests on their fucking kids, even if it's their wife.
So wait, do so he don't have no clue then?
You probably have no fucking clue,
Oh,
even if it's their wife.
so wait, so he don't have no clue then?
You probably have no clue.
Oh no.
I say these men out here are not even getting DNA tests on their fucking kids, even if it's their wife.
So wait, so he don't have no clue then?
You probably have no fucking clue.
Oh no. He think it's his kid.
Thinking it's his kid. And then somebody gonna ask me, oh, I said this on one of my TikTok live. Somebody gonna ask me, so why they said some shit about you don't respect their marriage? Fuck no, I don't respect their marriage. That's not my commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh my God. Jeez. What's the marriage rate in America? Let me I'm gonna read y'all comments, ladies. Let me Google this. It's, you know, th- oh God. This is some man. Wow. Mm. I'm lost words, people. Um, I'm just lost words. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read y'all comments because I have nothing to say for that. I mean, let's see. I'm just lost words, people. this. Anton's sitting there thinking about exactly how degenerate this dude is. He was talking about these types, males and female versions, on Dr. Phil. He looks down on these dudes. Trust me. Excellent. Thank you for bringing that up. See, Anton doesn't get no favor from me because he was on that same platform and was saying some things about the black community. Like we're the only poorest people that we should not be in the right to copulate. But most civilization and most species copulate regardless of the economic situation. Matter of fact, the economic situation that we face right now was really intended so that way you don't reproduce yourself. Let's keep it real. We don't want to have that conversation. See, you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, it only boils down to numbers at this point. And because we are the minority, unfortunately, and they are the majority, regardless how the economy is functioning, flowing, they still have the advantage because they have and they hoard roughly 98% of the resource here in America, while black people only compose of 2%. It's going to put a strain in your relationship. It's going to put a strain as a collective as a whole in America for black folks. Let's keep real. So when he made those statements he made on Dr. Phil, which I can't recall much because that was months ago, it's expected because he's trying to tailor the white audience. So in return, it grows his platform where he'll grab and galvanize those people from that white audience that will watch it to come over to his side. So it's like another marketing strategy, if you think about it. All right. That's crazy. He looks at the uneducated fool. Looks like that. And while just whistling, yeah. He's talking about the effects these types have on the system overall, yeah. So he sleeps with married women, disgusting. And you know, the funny thing about this, and I'm gonna look at most of the ladies that's married right now, or if they ever done this, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. If you had to go outside your marriage to go get some dick, for whatever reason, whatever case it is, I rather respect that you just nullify and just end that relationship and end the marriage now. There's no way in hell you as a woman to sit there, feel comfortable, and engage in a cuckold relationship between your husband and some other man to go as far as you're going to get yourself knocked up by another man and put the baby on him because he's not going to be in a state of mind to sit there question if it's his. Because like I said, and I said this before, and I did ask a question to a few ladies offline, that how you feel if a man asks to get a DNA test once he know that you tell him that you're pregnant and it could be his. One woman, and I kid you not, told me that she would end the relationship if the man asked him for a DNA test. And I'm thinking, okay, since the man can't ask without certainty of losing the relationship, maybe the state has come in and put it as a law now, because that should be fair to ask. I'm just saying. And I know that's not popular to say this, but I have the questions now because you're a married woman. Why are you outside your marriage having sex? And not only having sex, but you get yourself knocked up. That's very reckless, very irresponsible. I'm just saying. All right. That's terrible. I see them both the same. Okay. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Yeah. This is about him exploiting dudes for money. Yeah. Okay, Antoine. Okay. I think he said he knew one of the kids is actually his. The fact that the woman lets him smash raw is concerned. It's very concerned, Prime VA. The married woman knew better. She is the married one. Of course. This dude is a clown. However, the woman knew it. Yeah. But like I said, and you know this, Prime V8. Whenever a woman gets that itch, and depending her relationship with her mate is either going well or subpar, she's gonna be itching to go find some dick. Yes, I'm cold hard believing that women do have needs and they're gonna go out there and find it by any means necessary. But anyway, let's keep going. Fair use.
You feel me?
Mhm.
That's not my commitment. I remember some female going live on the Daily Hip Hop Crew. You know what I'm saying? Saying that shit. Nah,
Oh, likes are free. Please hit the like button, please. So if y'all guys watching from the skies, whoever, and I know y'all watching, please hit the like button. Like button's free. Let this go in the algorithm for Chaos Reign. If you so kindly do so, please. I appreciate it. I would like that. Fair use.
it's not my responsibility. Yeah, I might be home wrecking, whatever the fuck you want to call it. At the end of the day, that is that woman's decision to
Mhm.
make a decision if she want to cheat or not. And guess what happened?
So you met her when she was already married then?
When she was already married, bro.
Why did she say she was cheating, or was it just a moment? Was she looking to cheat, or it was just like it just happened, it's just what it was, it just is what it is?
When I feel like that her dude, he owned a lot of this happened in Houston. I met this lady at Whiskey Rivers about 4 years ago. You
And
know what
you
I'm
said in
saying?
Houston?
So yeah, I'm from Houston.
Shout out to my girl, Island Girl Q down there in Houston. I just want to give a cool shout out to my homie Q in
Yeah.
Houston. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Damn, I lost track.
No. You
So he's from Houston. Interesting. Very interesting. Interesting indeed. Shout out to people that's in Houston. Well, at least better than Tennessee. That's for sure. I mean, the baby mama population in Tennessee, man. I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Fair use.
said Houston. You met her in Houston.
Okay, yeah,
The married chick.
yeah, the marriage chick. I met her in Houston, but I don't know what question you had asked.
No, I
I done
was
lost
saying
track real
that,
fast.
like, did it happen on some like she was looking to cheat type junk, or did it happen on some just like you just met her on some like G
I
type?
think I think it was like I think it might have been like the heat of the moment, and we did have a conversation because we was at the bar. She was older than me at the time. I don't know. I don't. She had to be at least about 6 years older than me, so I had to be at least if I'm. She had to be at least like 29, and I was probably like around 23 at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was just the heat of the moment. You feel me? And she did have friends that were trying to pull her away from, like, you know what I'm saying, conversating with me and being as flirtatious because they knew she was married. But you know what I'm saying, at the end of the no, it wasn't that same night. It was like the next day. You know what I'm saying? We went out, probably got like where we went. I can't even think of the spot name. But it's off 1960 and 249.
Where you
But we
meet
were
her
chilling
at?
this
Where you
spot,
meet
you know
her
what
at?
I'm saying? At Whiskey Rivers.
What is whiskey? I'm
That's
not. I'm not from Houston, so I don't know what that is.
Whiskey Rivers is off it's off 1960 and 249. And it's like a country club.
Mm-hmm.
Whiskey Rivers is like a big country club. Yeah. It's close by Willowbrook Mall.
Okay. And so you
Yeah.
met her. How long it take you to bust her down?
I think the next day. Yeah, it was the
So
next day.
you met her, and then you bust her down the next day.
The next day.
What?
See that? Y'all see that? Um, hmm. There's always a saying that the attraction goes that if you, I know, isn't it? That a woman, when she really sexually into you, fellas, is when she's able to make the conscious decision, say, yeah, I'm going to give you some of this tonight or any day when you ask for it, I'm ready. That's when you know. That's when you know she's into you. She ain't gonna make you wait 30 days, 60 days, or even the so-called golden rule, which is really ineffective personally for any woman in here is over 35, 90 days. They're going to say, no, you come, they'll call your phone or text, say, come get this WAP now. And the dude say, oh, ready to go. That's all it takes. Let me read this comment. We must keep in mind that we are only getting his side. This could all be lies, half truths. He definitely don't seem above it. And sad, which I said early in the stream. Fair use, fair use.
Was she with her homegirls or was she by herself?
She wasn't with her homegirls, because if she wasn't with her homegirls that night, I would have got her that night.
Oh, so you met her with her homegirls. You met her with her homegirls.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
The homegirls were like pulling her away. You know what I'm saying? Because she kept coming and talking to me and shit like that. The homegirls were like being good friends. Bitch, you married. You feel me? So that's why I said the next day when she wasn't around her friends that were holding her accountable. But I think that was just a can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good?
Okay. I think that was just what she wanted to do. I don't know if I played. I think I probably, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think I had the influence. I think that's just what she wanted to do, bro. To be honest with you.
So you pulled her with her homegirls, and she was like, "Nah, I'm done."
She approached me. She approached me.
She approached you?
She approached me.
When did she tell you that she was married? Before or after you bust her down?
When I asked and I seen that fucking ring on her finger.
So she had a ring on her finger and she approached you.
And she approached me. That's the first thing. Oh, that's a nice ring.
Who want to bet that this woman is pretty heavy? Meaning she's fat. That approached this dude to get some dick. How far you think I'm right in my assessment that this woman that approached this dude was pretty big? Because I can't see no regular woman that, keep herself up the par, good in shape, just gonna walk up to a dude and say, hey, what's the name? Can I guess? Can we screw? It's hard for me to believe that personally, but y'all be judged. Fair use.
Bro, it get wild out here, bro. It get wild out here, bro. And I wouldn't bring her name up. I know exactly who she is. I wouldn't bring her name up. Hey.
No, you don't believe in kissing and telling.
Oh, hell nah. Hell nah.
A lot of dudes that believe in kissing and telling.
Nah. Hey, if you in Houston and you had a baby 4 years ago and you don't trust your bitch, hey, for real. She was 29 at the time. She might be 33 right now. Yeah, go get you a DNA test. That's all I'm gonna say. That's shit. That's what. Hey.
Do you feel sorry for the dude? How do you even know it's yours?
Oh nah, we did. Yeah. Cause when I was telling you at first, women know who they father. We had to do one of them fucking lit kit shits. Them kit. I don't know what it is. The baby kit. I don't know. She had got one of them motherfuckers. The DNA kit shit. I don't know what it's called. Maybe
how many times you bust her
kit.
down? How many times you bust her down?
Just one time. After that, bro, she was like, "Oh, I made a mistake. All this. How can we do this?" I'm like, "Shit, it is what it is, man. Ain't nobody force you. You grown. Your ass is grown."
So she on some regret type junk. Like, did she come over to your crib? Was it where you bust her down at?
Oh no, I get hotel rooms. I don't believe in women coming to my house or I'm going to their house for situations just like that. You feel me? For situations like that. But yeah, we got her room for shit show.
And so she so when you bust her down, you take her to the room or whatever, you get the room. Now what I'm wondering is, Is these married chicks worse than the single chicks when it comes to what?
All right, let me read y'all comments. All right. One guy said married women be the worst. Yep, they are the worst. I ain't gonna lie. I'm chubby and went there. Well, that's good to know on positive vibes. Hope you're not too chubby. You know what I'm saying, make sure you like, slim built, not too big. We're hoping. All right. Man, investing in enjoying this. Likes are free. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit that like button. Don't be scared. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Smash it. Dash it. Throw something on the like. Shit. Anyway. Yeah. He's bad news. He's a degenerate, but he's making valid points. Something's off with the story. Mm-hmm. And like I said before, people, how you doing, Chini B? If you're new to the channel, welcome. As you know, it's making its rounds, unfortunately. And to all the ladies and gentlemen that's watching this, and I'm just gonna bring some clarity here. We are living in very much of an economic crisis, and you're gonna see a lot more content creators gonna use lived experience or make up some bullshit to push a narrative so that they can get some likes, some views, and potentially, and I mean potentially, go viral. Because this dude had his viral moment. And he's enjoying this viral moment right now, telling this little story, whether this story is real or not. And the only reason why we have this conversation, because this is something that is not far from the truth. There are certain states in America where we reside that you hear of a dude having multiple baby mamas, and some baby mamas either knew it or don't know it, still entertain these crowd of dudes and still give them their precious womb en masse. I'm just saying. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find something. Ugh. Wait, I'm trying to find that comment. I can't find a comment, Queen Virtue. I'm trying to find it. All right, let's keep going. Fair use.
They willing to do.
They the same.
So the single chicks act the same way as the married chicks.
Same, the ones I done met. But the married chicks, they like to talk about they being married and shit. You know what I'm saying? They like to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Or they like to talk about their issues more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit. Like, cause you done already opened the door for me to get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Exchange number, conversation, all that. If women believe y'all can be platonic with men, then shit, meet me.
So you don't think that men and women can be friends?
Like, it has to have some type of common denominator. It has to be something with business. It has to be something with, you know what I'm saying? It has to be some type of common denominator. It
I've
has
been
to.
saying this. I've been saying this since the beginning of time.
But you're not the only one that says the one that. Do y'all people recall? Then Steve Harvey said this on one of a live air broadcast. Steve Harvey said that men and women can be friends, and he's a celebrity, and a lot of people, right, they got in their feelings, not they can relate to this. Now, I'm not saying that you as women you can't have male friends, or you as men you can't have female friends. The relationship's gonna be totally different, because when sex is involved, regardless how we feel, it always make things complicated. Now, should I say that you should not be fucking your friend? No, but you should be assertive and sure of yourself that the friendship only goes so far, you know. And I know some stories of people that were friends and they had sex, and it did change a little bit, but they went back to being friends like it's nothing. So it's how you work it, how you arrange it, because I gotta be a realist, and we live in a real world, and you're gonna be sexually attracted to each other, right? You want to believe it or not. It's part of nature, human nature. Unfortunately. Let's keep going. Fairies.
Everybody keep coming at me saying, no, Anton, men and women can be friends without any kind of junk like that. I'm saying that don't play out 99.9% of the time. So you don't believe that men and women can be friends without that chick having an ulterior motive, of the dude having an ulterior motive about
Yeah,
setting you down.
that's an alternative motive. Either somebody getting taken care of or somebody getting fucked.
Wait. Let me repeat that
Y'all
again.
hear it? Y'all
That,
set you down.
that's an alternative motive. Either somebody getting taken care of or somebody getting fucked. That,
Set you down.
that's an alternative motive. Either somebody getting taken care of or somebody getting fucked.
Y'all hear it? Y'all hear it? All right, so let me ask you another question then. So you stop messing with her, or she stopped messing with you?
Now, man, you know she stopped messing with me, bro. After she done found out that goddamn news, bro. She she want to blame me. That shit funny, bro. That shit funny, bro.
Mm.
He ain't tell me to put. He ain't tell me to put no goddamn condom on.
She
And you
didn't.
married? Shit, now.
So
This is why I say
even the
women do
married
not.
chicks don't even tell you to put a condom on.
That's the only married chick I didn't ever. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
That's the only married chick you ever messed with, or that's the only married chick you got pregnant that you know of.
Oh, that's the only one I got pregnant.
So okay, so you don't discriminate. You don't care if the chick is married. You don't care if the chick is single. You like whatever. It's on.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like they life, they careers, their marital status. None of that. They ain't got shit to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with me. Do you feel me? And if you married and we going out on dates or going out on one date that end up leading to, you know what I'm saying, us fucking, that's exactly what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what you wanted. You gave me what I wanted and you got what you wanted. Unfortunately, it was a kid that came out of that shit.
Mm-hmm. So you said a lot of these women then try to chase you down. Well, obviously she ain't trying to chase you down because she
No,
don't even want her husband.
just son.
So she don't even want her husband. Like she ain't trying to kick it. She like, yo, just I don't want to
Yeah,
know
no.
you. Just act like I ain't never seen you. None of that.
Yeah, facts. And I said some, cause I'm a damn. One of my baby mamas hit me up actually through my DMs, and I'm probably going to get her to you know what I'm saying, speak on her behalf and my behalf on the arrangement because she was the one that was cool with. She didn't want to be a single mother, but she was cool with not forcing me to try to do something or take care of a kid I didn't want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like she knew that. She was like, okay, we both. She damn it. Not to say she think like me, but we have an understanding. You feel me?
Yeah.
She understand that. Okay, we both laid down there, made this baby up. She ended up getting pregnant, and she like, I'm not gonna force this up on you because if it was me and I didn't want the child, I abort it. So I'm gonna try to get her to speak. You know what I'm saying? One of these days, because motherfuckers, they
I doubt that's gonna happen. In my opinion, that he's gonna have her speak on his own platform. I just don't see that. And personally, why I don't see that happening is because the story that he, let's be honest, is either true or not or fabricated. Is convincing up to a few, but to a whole lot of people, unless you can relate this in your own life or you know someone that's experienced this is not gonna fly. You're gonna look at this whole, conversation you had with Mr. Daniels as some bullcrap. Personally, let's see the comments. All right, next one. Say challenge accepted. I will say I'm your friend and laugh at your dusty behind. Horrible, yeah, it is. Yeah, positive vibes. Yeah, she crazy. Yeah. All right. Oh, let me put this on. Fair use. Let's keep going.
They just think I'm just completely abandoning these kids. But the stories are different, man. It's different stories, bro. Yeah, it's different scenarios,
Bring her through.
and
I
it's
want to see.
crazy.
I want to see her perspective because it's very rare. See, you don't really get the perspective of dudes that is willing to say what's real, and then you also
Yeah.
have on the other side of the spectrum the woman that may see things similar as you. Because Dave Chappelle made a joke about it, and he said, "Yo, if it's your body, your right, then it's my money, my right, and I shouldn't be responsible for taking care of the kid." Now, I don't have a position on this one way or the other because I'm not in that position, right?
Hmm.
You see it that same way, right? You say, "Yo, I'm gonna take responsibility for what it is that I did, but I shouldn't be my responsibility to take care of the kid if it's your right to determine whether or not you keep it or not." Do you think that guys
Yeah.
should have? Do you think that guys should have rights to determine whether or not the woman should keep the child or not, if they are responsible for taking care of the child financially?
Nope. Not at all. We should have no rights to that woman's body, but we should have a right to choose if we want to take care of that motherfucking child.
Mm,
We shouldn't have no penalties, because like they say, it's been regurgitated for a minute now. They say women can abort their child, they can give it up for adoption, sign over their rights, whatever. They have no penalty for that shit,
mm,
like none whatsoever. To the extent that it actually really affect them.
yeah.
But a man don't have that. They don't even have that option. So if that woman can make the decision on her own, which she should, then allow men to make decisions if they want to be fathers to these kids. To most of these kids that have been born that most of these men don't want.
You know, with the black women, well, not even the black women, are all over these women that you smash black, or they just all?
Wait, before you answer this, let me stop right there. And this is where the pushback has to ensue. Yes, it's her body, it's her choice. I agree. But how the law of the land works, and this is run by a so-called non-black, so-called white patriarchy. Unfortunate, and usually black men, we could act as patriots all we want, and yeah, whatever. That you're not gonna escape or invade or get around the so-called obligation slash responsibilities of throwing your seed into any womb and think you're just gonna go around and continue your bed buck behavior and spray your seed for all other women. No, the government's gonna force it. They're gonna force it. They're gonna make you pay. And because she decided to keep it, you're gonna pay. As she gets rid of it, might not have to pay. But as long as you give her that nice precious essence of yourself, enter, she's gonna use it. She's gonna cultivate. She's gonna nourish it and bring forth fruit. So you're not gonna escape or evade any form of responsibilities. And I hear some dudes talking about financial abortion and all this crap. I mean, good luck to that. They're not gonna look into it. Matter of fact, they even tighten up more now because they roll back Roe versus Wade that say you're gonna be paying the minute she says she's pregnant. The minute she looks in you dead in your eye and says, "I'm pregnant," the minute say, "Oh, time to sign that check," automatically you're gonna pay her immediately. You're gonna pay her and pay me. Big Daddy government, particularly, is the biggest pimp right now. In regards, they get their cut first and everybody's get their second. You ever notice that, people? Have y'all really noticed that? I'm just saying. Just saying. Um, I'm just saying. All right. Let's continue. Fair use.
All different nationalities.
You know what? I said I want to speak on none. I want
You
to
don't
speak
have
on the
to. You
races.
don't have to. I don't want to
You
force you.
feel me?
That's cool.
No. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it another time.
Okay,
And this is
bet.
why, because it's gonna add on to the shit that's already, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
look at this
you know you
guy.
already in it, right?
Yeah.
You
I'm
already in
already in
it,
it.
and so you know what the women gonna say to you. They gonna say, "Who hurt you?" They gonna say, "Who hurt you?" They gonna say, "It must be a woman that was in your past that hurt your feelings, and now you taking it out on women." They gonna say you got abandonment issues from your mama or something like that. You know that they gonna say that to you, right?
Hold on. I come from a two parent household, middle class. We own small business in land. So I ain't got
Get the fuck out of it. Now you know this is really staged. Oh my god. Let me drop the link, yo. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link. Yeah. I'm gonna drop the link. Should I continue this, guys? How much more time I have on this videotape, man? I got roughly another 18 minutes of this. Do y'all really want me to continue with this? Oh shit. Because now this is becoming weird now. Yeah, this is getting dumb, isn't it? Did y'all hear that? Let me rewind this back for y'all to listen so y'all can hear what's going on.
Taking it out on women. They gonna say you got abandonment issues from your mama or something like that. You know that they gonna say that to you, right?
hold on. I come from a two parent household, middle class. We own small business in land. So I ain't got no trauma when it comes to the parents. And it's another thing. This another thing. Parents, you can raise your children in the morals and in the way that you want them to be raised within your household. Does not mean they're going to continue to adapt those morals and teachings
Man,
when they get adults.
I got to rewind it back.
Those morals and teachings when they get adults. So this has nothing to do with the raising of me. This just have everything to do with raised within your household. Does not mean they're going to continue to adapt those in land. So I ain't got no trauma when it comes to the
They gonna say who hurt you. They gonna say it must be a woman that was in your past that hurt your feelings, and now you taking it out on women. They gonna say you got abandonment issues from your mama or something like that. You know that they gonna say that to you, right?
hold on. I come from a two parent household, middle class. We own small business in land. So I ain't got no trauma when it comes to the parents. And it's another thing. This another thing. Parents, you can raise your children in the morals and in the way that you want them to be raised within your household. Does not mean they're going to continue to adapt those morals and teachings when they get adults. So this has nothing to do with the raising of me. This just have everything to do with how I fucking think. People want to try to blame people like the parents and shit like that for grown motherfuckers' decisions. And if you do know, once that boy and them kids get 16, they start to develop their own mind because they searching for their motherfucking identity. So don't try to blame it on the parents. Ain't nobody hurt me. I'm just gonna stand on the fuck on the damn. I'm gonna stand on what the fuck I believe. You feel me? And don't try to judge my morals because they not your morals. You feel me? You gotta stand on what the fuck you believe. Don't give a fuck about what nobody else think.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So I mean,
So y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. Now I guess I did not assume that he might be raised from a single household. But it comes to find out, and you know, maybe when y'all guys find the actual play of this, this is my take on this stream. This man came from structure and he still came out a degenerate. Now, listen to me good. It would be better for better structure that you have two parents to raise your children. It would be preferred better. But like everything, nothing is really set in stone that you're going to have a better outcome. A lot of these dumb fucking niggas said that if these children were raised in 2-parent, these children, all the problems of black community is going to be fixed. No, it will not. No, it will not. That don't mean that you should go and create more degenerates and broken households. Listen good. It depends on how you're grooming your children. He said himself, as he hit 16, he's trying to see the world as he sees fit. And from what I'm noticing, and since he's a Southern boy, it looks like he might come from background of degenerates. From what I'm getting, because for you to go out here and be slinging peen and have these problems, and your parents have land, all this stuff, you should not be coming out the way you are and move the way you are. And he said that himself, that he got the most punani when he was broke. What that tells you. What that tells you right there. Oh, D-Durrell, the link's in the chat room if you want to come up. I see you in the chat room, bro. I'm not sure you want to do a cycle analysis of this. I don't know if there's any analysis could be done on this. I'm just saying, but let me read our comments. Yeah, that's done. Yep. Okay. This dude's telling fairy tales. Yep. He's telling himself. Yep. So you had all of that, and still you don't value yourself, your lineage, or offspring. I guess so. He sounds just like a dum pop. Exactly, man. Let's see. I know his mom and dad are so disappointed. And personally, I'm gonna be with Grace and say, let's say this has been planned and thought out. And I'm not gonna assume that, but let's say if this was fake. Why would you put yourself on the internet just to get likes and views and go viral to make up a bullshit narrative story like this? And then you talking about you come from structure. It's hard to really put two together to really believe your crap right now with this interview. I'm just saying. But nothing fools me anymore, in my opinion. Who would be proud to hear their offspring of the internet speaking this way about basically his own lineage gross? Yeah. Fair use.
It ain't like nobody is changing your mind. Let me ask you another question. Do you think that you've evolved since because you said since 17 all the way up until however old you are now, right? But do you think that you kind of seeing things differently, or you becoming more and more of what you already thought, or how you seen things because society is getting worse? People are more sexually promiscuous than they ever been. Do you think you're becoming more of that? Because like one of the things I wanted to ask you is, do you ever see yourself getting married or in a long-term relationship, or you know what I'm saying, being with a mother or your kid or something like that, considering that you didn't seen what you seen? You seen how women move that's married. You seen how these single chicks move. You see how grimy and you know, to a certain extent, in the same way that they hold you accountable, they have to hold the woman accountable. Do you ever see yourself, you know what I'm saying, being in a long-term relationship or rocking out with a chick, like on some we together type stuff?
Yeah, for sure. I see my mama be married to my father. You feel me? Of course, I see myself being married. I'm not about to go marry no easy shit though.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? If you allow, even if I don't know, I just feel like you allowing me to get access so easily. Why would I marry that, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I need a woman that's gonna put me in my motherfucking place. You feel me? If I'm getting out of line with her, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can stand on their own too. You feel me? Somebody that can, you know what I'm saying, communicate. It's a lot of things that go into it. You
So you
feel me? And this is
so
different.
you substantiating the idea, and I say this also, that it's a lot of women that say, you know, well, guys don't talk to girls like me because I'm not as easy, or I don't look like the type that's even, easy. And I say it's a difference between the girls that dudes want to marry, and the girls that dudes just want to bust down, right? And you saying basically, yo, I'll bust you down, but that don't necessarily mean that I look at you as a chick that I want to be with long term.
Facts.
Okay, so what do you say to the women that's then holding out or play hard to get or whatever like that, or is not.
Now, can y'all imagine this man ever gonna get, if he's really serious saying he gonna get married? Can we be honest with ourselves? Really? It's a point where it say he looking for a woman to put him in his place. So you're looking for your mother to really tell you and have to really scold you to do what you need to do. Is that the message I'm hearing? Is that what we really want to believe? Am I missing something? Let's see the comments. So is he broke or coming from a great upbringing, owning business? Like I said, he's like, yeah, and the story doesn't really make sense now. Because how the hell you come from two parents and your family got land, business people? The math is not mathing. This dude is a liar. I bet he told those women those same lies about his upbringings. I believe so. Yeah, I believe there's some narcissism going around. Deidre, if you still in the chat room, please come up. Because I'm not sure if you could probably deal with better analysis of what we're watching. All right, let's continue, guys. Fair use.
It's easy to buzz down. Like the chicks that look at themselves as good girls, but then see all of the other chicks that's getting all of the dudes and that's getting buzzed down.
I mean, shit, if they holding out, hey, hold out. Die single and alone. If a motherfucker ain't gonna respect you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Die single and alone. Don't be mad about it. You might not find your soulmate in this lifetime. You might not find your motherfucking husband or wife. Everybody not gonna get married. And I don't feel like everybody deserve that shit in the first place. So keep holding out or go settle.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that, what do you say to the women that say that you don't have no standards?
Shit, it's not, I don't have they standards. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You can't put your idea or whatever the fuck you want somebody else on them. I don't have your standards. I don't have your morals. And it's cool like that. You're not my kind. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Why are guys, I'm sorry, not guys. Why do you think it's so easy for dudes like you to be able to bust down or easily find these chicks, whether they single, married, or whatever like that? Like, what's the nature of a woman? Because a lot of dudes, the statistics say that the majority of dudes is not getting boxed, right? And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's because, they playing Dungeons and Dragons, if they don't go outside, they just be in the house all day or what. Why do you think it's so easy for dudes like you to bust down or find chicks to give them box, but then dudes have such a hard time finding women that want to give it up?
Before I answer, let me read y'all comments because I'm writing some things. These type of dudes that will do anything to get that. Yep. His lips look so crusty and ashy. And I don't understand why he's talking in the back. See, oh damn. Yeah, I would love to hear D. Darrell's opinion on this madness. Yeah, I would love so. I would love so too. I have no answer for a lot of this personally. I don't know, man. I hear it all nowadays, man. Nothing really surprised me now on the internet nowadays. We got dudes talking about saying he up here, he don't give a crap. He's gonna be skeeting on these women, ski, and you hear some ladies on their side how they want to do some other degenerate stuff on their side. It's a whole mess. The internet's a whole mess, man. I tell people many times, if you're gonna enjoy the internet, you gotta make time off the day to you might have to disconnect. You might not have to have your phone around you for the first 24 hours just to get yourself to recenter yourself after all this crap. I mean, let me just keep going. Fair use.
I think you gotta at least look average looking. You feel me? Shit. At least just have, it could just be the confidence. Cause it's ugly dudes out here, really, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Getting the same numbers. So I just think it's the aura, bro. I just think that if you confident, and another thing is women want to change me.
What?
Women want to change me. They want to, you know what I'm saying? They want to be that woman to conquer me. That's what it is, bro. I think it's a. I think women have this Napoleon complex or whatever when they want to conquer this man that seems like out of fucking control. But every woman want a man like that. You can't change me, and that's probably what it is. Oh, you think crazy? It's crazy. Why they pulling out their panties and shit? You crazy? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It, I'm telling you, bro.
So
Damn.
you saying that these women know who you are. You ain't
Yeah,
finessing them, you ain't lying to them or nothing like that. But they know
don't
who
have
you
to.
are and they think that you gonna change for them.
Exactly.
That's wild,
I'm
bro.
gonna change for somebody. I'm gonna change for somebody one day. I will.
No, you not. No, you
When a
not.
woman,
No,
when a,
you not.
when
No,
a
you
woman,
not.
look,
How
when a
is you
woman
not
conquer
doing
me
it,
with
bro?
love,
You not doing it, bro. You
I'm gonna change one day,
wait.
bro.
You don't even believe that. You hope that that's gonna happen, but you don't even believe that.
Nah, man. As hypocritical as it sounds, I want a wife and kids, bro. that I want. You feel me? I want wife and kids that I want. What? I'm being dead ass serious, bro. It's
You not gonna
hypocritical, but I
change.
ain't want
You don't believe that you gonna
shit.
change though.
Now you don't got no faith in me. You
No,
ain't got no faith in me,
I
bro.
think that whatever chick that you wind up settling down with, she gonna have to be of the same mindset and just gonna have to truly understand and embrace whoever it is that you are. But I don't think that. I think that the minute that you start to try to be something that you're not, when it comes to finding the person that you settle down with, is the time that you're gonna start talking about how unhappy you are.
Mm.
Because if and I'm not saying that I agree with everything that you say, because you're not looking for people to agree with you. You just stating what it is the reality of the nature of what's happening out here. Because it's not like you don't understand what's right or wrong as far as taking responsibility and ownership of the situation. It's more or less, you coming to the conclusion that you want to do something different when you find yourself in a space to do it. So I don't think that you change who you are. I think that you start to embrace, because you even said it. You said it out your mouth. You said you can't change me.
Mm-hmm.
You can't change me. I don't give a fuck who in my DM. I don't care what dude is saying something to me. I don't care what woman say they're gonna change me while they pulling down their panties. You can't change me. So whoever it is, I think that it's either one or two ways that this is gonna happen. A, you're gonna either continue to be the way that you are, or B, you're gonna go through life experiences realizing that whatever you doing at the moment, you just tired of it and you want to do something different and it get old. Nobody want to continue to
Sound like
play
me.
the same video game for the rest of their life. Nobody.
All right. Let me see who's in the back. Oh, I see BJ's big more in the back. Let me see how much more time on this. I got 9 more minutes, but hell, I'll bring him up since he's in the back. Let me read y'all comments. I'm gonna bring the first person up. Let's look. Yeah, I would love to hear Deidre. And who's this? Okay, Superfly Gamer. Yep, yep, yep. I agree. He's 14 years old. Yep. And told you Anton has zero respect for dude. Yeah. All right. BJ Igmore, you there?
I'm here. I don't
Hey,
know
well,
why y'all support. You guys must have never grew up in the hood, man.
I grew around black people, so I'm still
No,
around.
in the hood. I ain't talking about black people. You guys must have never
Oh
grew up in the hood.
yeah. In the hood,
This is very common. Okay, this is very common. It doesn't matter whether it's 2-parent household or not. I know, any kid can break bad. You got kids?
no, I got no kids. BJ. No.
Any kid can break bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it depends on the class of chick that you mess with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, hopefully, you mess with a class of chick that cares about herself. But if you mess with low class chicks and that's what you like to, low class, as he calls them, sluts, and that's what you like to mess with, this is what's going to happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're not don't protect yourself. Like he says, he doesn't care. That's real easy to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I was raised in 2-parent household, if I messed with low class chicks and I wasn't worried about having, I didn't give a shit. You know,
Yeah.
that's what happened. I know cats that were raised in upper middle class black folks, right? upper middle class black folks where parents made, back in the 80s made, damn near $100,000 a piece, right?
Mhm.
Very well established upper middle class black folks, and the son broke bad. He wanted to do something else. He did the same shit, selling drugs, getting chicks pregnant, just like this.
Mm.
I don't know where you. Like I said, I don't know why you surprised. I looked at him. I knew he was genuine when I first heard him. I said, "Yep." Because I'll give you a story real quick because I know you ain't got much time, right?
No, I'm
Down
good on time right now. I just gotta go through this and now let people call in and I'll call it a day. But go ahead, listen.
I gave you a real quick story, right? This will take about less than 5 minutes, right?
Mhm.
Local hamburger store, local hamburger shop, man. Maybe 15 years ago, maybe about 15 years ago, right?
Yep.
It's midday. Okay, I'm off work. I'm getting my burger. There's like 5 dudes around me. Okay,
Mhm.
5 dudes around me. Okay, they all had multiple baby mamas with multiple kids. Okay, there's like 5 dudes. Guess who had the least amount of kids amongst them 5 dudes?
The,
Guess what the number was?
at that time, who had it?
Huh?
No,
You had 5 guys, all
right,
had multiple baby mamas. They all telling their stories. Guess who had the least amount of kids? Guess what the number was? The least amount.
like maybe two. I'm just playing.
5.
Five. Oh,
Guess
five.
what the most was?
Five.
13.
Oh, 13. Oh, okay.
13. Okay, and they were telling their stories. And this dude, the dude had 13, had 8 baby mamas. Okay, very
Okay.
common. Okay, it's real
Mhm.
common. That's what
Okay.
I said. You in 2-parent household. Okay, and he
Mhm.
said so. They had a mom and dad, 2-parent household. Okay,
Mhm.
if you dive with low class chicks, and that's what this you live a low class lifestyle, that's what's going to happen to you.
Mhm.
Because they're
Mhm.
not looking to marry you, they're looking for a baby, looking for a baby and a check.
Mhm. Mhm. And
Not that hard. Not that hard, Chief. If you out here and you messing with black chicks and you like messing with multiple black chicks, you have to try not to get them pregnant.
mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Real easy for a dude to wind up with 4 or 5 kids by 4 or 5 women. That could have been me. I know I was raised in 2-parent household. I know I went to upper middle class school. It's real easy if you're not careful.
Hey, remember the scare you used to had when you were 19 back in 78? Remember that scare that you almost might have knocked one of them? Remember that story you told
It
about?
wasn't mine, but yeah,
Yeah,
she let me know it wasn't me.
yeah. And he dodged a big one at that time.
I dodged a bunch of big ones.
He dodged one.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
that hard. And,
Especially some dudes be stupid and fans. You going to trust this chick be on the fucking pill? You
and that
serious?
it was early. Remember, the pill hadn't been out that long especially for black people. Okay,
Yeah.
the pill had just been introduced for widely for black people in the late '70s. It hadn't been that long, so you did trust them. She
Okay.
said she was on the pill. She was on the pill.
Yeah.
Okay, you did trust them. You guys have the wealth of learning that 30 years later that they lie. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's not that hard. So what are
Yeah.
you saying? I understand. He did, and he don't care.
Okay.
He don't
Yeah.
care. He doesn't care about it. He didn't get plenty of chicks Plan B, but he living a reckless lifestyle. So I believe him because I've
Mm-hmm.
seen it. I know
Mm-hmm.
too many guys like that.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny thing because and even the story itself, a lot of women say it's bullshit. I could say it the same way, but I look at it's so resonate because we know someone, depending where your background is, that a nigga that's like this.
I don't.
Yeah. And
I know too many. I
BJ,
know too many.
BJ, remember the thing with the food and the girl with the kids and dude only bought one food for the one
Yeah,
son,
yeah, yeah.
and everybody said what, and she came out it was fake, but I'm thinking saying yeah it's fake, but it people could resonate because we know someone like that. That's
Well,
why.
hell, you had on the news. You had the chick in Florida. She had 15,
Mm-hmm,
15 kids
mm-hmm,
by 8 different dudes.
yeah.
This is not unusual. This is part of our history. Okay, this
Mm-hmm,
this is not unusual. Okay, you
yeah.
go back into the early 20th century amongst black folks, right? You remember that whole song "Papa Was a Rolling Stone"?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that old song. Yeah.
you had some cats out there had 19 kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's not this. I don't know why y'all think this is unusual, especially on black folks. This is well accepted. That's why
Mhm.
you had this. That's why it's well accepted that you have, you have a woman that has 8 kids by 5 different guys.
Yeah.
But we think this is unusual. This is not real. This is a setup. Now a woman can get on a dating site, dating a dating show, and have 5 kids by 4 guys, and
Mhm.
she can admit it. But we think this is not weird.
Mhm.
We think this is weird.
Hmm.
Really,
Mhm.
I'm asking.
This is. I mean, to those who's been in the bubble, they think this is weird, but I don't look at anything weird
This
nowadays.
this when I heard him, I knew he was. I know too many guys like this. I knew he was telling the truth. When I first heard, it, I said, he,
Mhm.
whatever he's frustrated about, he's willing to tell the truth. Okay, and he's taking a chance by showing his face.
Mhm.
But one thing he did say, they don't know my real name or where I live.
Well, he does have a TikTok to let you know, BJS. So he's out here on social media. He does have IG that probably had more of himself, but it got removed. So it's not like he's no stranger to social media. So he just telling his experience, and he just found the right one just to talk about, and it just went viral like this one, you
Yeah,
know.
well, because he's
But,
telling the
but
truth.
like I said, people can relate to it.
Everybody,
Yeah.
because everybody knows this guy. Okay, it's
Mhm.
not unusual. He's just the only thing he's open about it. I don't know why people think this is a skit. Okay, he ain't that smart.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's smart indeed. I agree
He
with
ain't
that.
that smart.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
That's why Anti from Chicago. Anti knows dudes just like this. Like I said, you ain't gonna change because he know
Mhm.
too many dudes. Like he had partners like that.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, actually, Anton is from Detroit. Actually,
Is he? I thought he was
yeah.
from Chicago.
No, he's from Detroit. Born and raised in
Okay.
Detroit.
Oh,
That's why he never left
same.
his home city. Yeah.
Can't even split the difference. That's even worse.
Is it worse? Say that. I know it's worse. Yeah. Let me see what the lady say in the chat room. And you know what's funny? Um, because I could relate to what he's saying, and the strange thing about it is, well, a lot of dudes been saying that when they talk about
A dollar to the dime. Please, girl. they, they black.
yeah, I don't
They're
respect
black.
cheaters who women. Oh, let
Please,
me
girl.
go.
They're black.
You reading that quickly? Let me
Yeah.
go. Let me go into what she said. She $1 what? Okay, $1 at time. And these women are not black. Well, he never revealed the racial. But let's go to say let's say they're not black. Still,
Okay.
all right. Let's entertain that question if you want to entertain that. BJS. All right. Let's say that they're not black.
Okay.
All right. Then what? I mean,
If they're not black, then they're white fours that are chubby.
yes. Oh yeah. He's from Texas too. So obviously, there's a lot.
Y'all can't make this shit up, man.
I
Y'all
can't make
cannot
this
make
shit.
this
Yeah.
shit up. I can't.
Well,
Oh
I think my
God,
thing.
I can't make
It
this
could be
shit up. I
BJ,
know.
it could be
Y'all
Tennessee.
can't make. Y'all cannot make this shit up. But really, you all think this is fake. Where he's from Dallas, or he's
Yeah,
from Houston?
he's from Houston, born and raised Houston. I think he's in
Oh
Houston.
shit, Houston's a trick town anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah. He's real. He's not faking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He ain't faking. He's real. Because country women do this shit all the time. They got cousins. They do this shit all the time.
And what's say he knows better cowardness. Okay. Okay.
Hell, we had to stop my nephew from following this kind of bullshit because he's half Filipino. He's got that curly hair that women like. Had
Oh
to,
yeah,
hey man,
they're gonna fuck the shit out of him.
in,
Oh
in other words, you can't you can't follow down this path, man. Okay,
mm-hmm.
don't fall down that hole. So fortunately, he didn't. Come 2-parent household. My brother's retired military.
Mm-hmm.
Shit
Okay.
can happen. He got partners that did the same shit in a military town. It's
Mm-hmm.
very common.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't don't mess with nothing but black chicks. So don't. I, I mean, I ain't. I can't tell the whole story, but I know too many people like this. Okay.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Upscale. I went to upscale high school, and I seen brothers follow the same line. Rich parents, rich 2-parent households, fall down and break bad, do shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
Rich. I'm not talking about rich. I'm talking about I'm talking about
Upper class, like upper.
Windsor Hills.
Hmm.
What is it called?
Now Baldwin Hills. No one.
Baldwin Hills, Windsor. Well, they're
Oh, yeah,
right next to each other.
that's
They're
nice.
all right next to each other. It's all the
Okay.
the rich class of black folks. Okay,
Mm-hmm. The elite.
them kids you see dancing on Soul Train, back in
Hmm.
the day, it's where they were from, right? They still do the same shit, and when they break bad,
Mm.
not unusual.
Oh yeah,
So
unusual.
this dude is real. So when I first heard him, he's real because he's telling the story.
Mm-hmm.
Now how you gonna keep dodging, you know, dodging child support? I don't know.
Well, if he's paying anything at child support, these women ain't getting nothing because once you have more than, let's say, I say 3 or more baby mamas, I mean, what check you gonna get from this dude? You know what I'm saying? Depending on what he does, you're not getting that.
You're not looking for a check. You got to go. You got to work underground.
Yeah.
Normally, cats that do this kind of shit do work underground. Not saying he got a legit job. I doubt that seriously
No, you can't have a legit job when you have more than one multiple baby mamas. It's impossible.
because
They're
they'll
gonna eat
find you.
that check. They're gonna eat that
They're,
check
what they
overnight
do? They're gonna find you. If they can find you.
if they can find you. Yeah, if they can find you. You know what
But
I'm
if he say if they're randos, then they might not be able to find him.
saying?
So when I heard you said you don't believe it, I said what neighborhood you guys must have
Mm.
grew up in a mixed neighborhood, a white neighborhood, because this is very common in the hood.
Mm-hmm. 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 Well, to be honest with you, I know one dude that I came across, and he had like 12 children, and he probably had like maybe a few different baby mamas, but
Hmm.
he take care of his. So I know from what I see that I come across, some of them do uphold their responsibilities. I don't know how he's able to do it, but he's able to do it. But like like the guy you see on the screen or anybody other brother, it's like you said, you better work underground because they're gonna eat your shit up, bro.
Yeah, the young cat. There's one young cat that was at the hamburger stand. Man, he was no more than 23. Had
Mm-hmm.
8 kids by 5 different women.
Damn.
Didn't have
Shit.
a job.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. And like I said, the most he made, the most chicks he got access to was when he had no job. And I'm saying, brothers, if you want to get access to this poontang, you might have to play the game. You might have to lie. Maybe. I don't know.
Dave.
Listen, I'm not condoning, but I'm saying it's like if it works for this. Now, mind you, you always hear that these dudes talk about they're not sad. They just say, I get it, but for you to get something out here, you're gonna have to play the game, and you have to strategize how you're gonna play the game.
black
You're gonna deal with the
women
environment.
black women like compromised males. They do.
They
They do.
love it, yo, bro. They love it with a passion.
They do.
That's why when I hear the story and how even he said out his mouth, kind of how far you would listen to this tape, BJs, that he said that I'm looking for a woman that's gonna be able to put me on my place. That's not like you look for a mother or some shit. I could be wrong.
Yeah, well, that's what they're used to. That's the Klingon way. It's not,
Yeah.
man, this is not unusual, man. And sometimes I wonder what did you guys actually grow up black, man? Because y'all be denying stuff like y'all ain't seen this stuff, man. Like, where do you guys grow up at, man? Jesus Christ, okay?
Yeah.
Where y'all
Yeah, man.
grow up at, man? It's like you never seen this before. Like, ooh, we must be 14. Come on. There's cats in their 50s still doing this dumb shit, okay?
Oh. Mm.
Because that's the kind of chicks they mess with, and they is it a low class move? Yeah, it is low class move. And you got chicks that don't care because they ain't got no future. They don't care.
They don't care.
He doesn't care because he ain't got no future. What does he care? 14, 15, 16 doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. He just don't give a crap,
They don't give a crap, and women don't either.
Yeah. I don't
They
blame you.
just go. They just go. They a lot of them they like them compromised because it's easier for them actually go to the
Mm-hmm.
go to the go get welfare and go get benefits. The thing is what if you look at the welfare cliff, anywhere from $30,000 to $60,000 worth of benefits. All they need is a kid. And if the dude's making good money, then just makes it tougher. Because now you got to take her. Now she got to take him to court. If he's
Mm-hmm.
working at Burger King, he ain't got nothing. It's easier to get.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
and she ain't gonna get picked by a upper middle class dude anyway. So
She don't. Well, let's say this. She might not qualify for the upper class.
she ain't gonna get. Come on, man. Are we talking truth? Or are we gonna be PC today? What you gonna be? We gonna be PC today? Then the conversation's over, man. We gonna be PC or we gonna be real? Which one is it?
We'll deal with real tonight.
Okay, we need real life. She ain't gonna get picked. Okay, you ain't gonna get no uneducated, uh, 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 lower class four
Mm-hmm.
to get a decent working class dude. It's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
You know it ain't gonna happen. And most people 4, 5, and 6. 6 may be able to pull it off, okay, but a low class 4 that's chunky, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's not cute. She's not chunky. She's not smart, and she ain't got no future. Why would he? Why would a middle class dude pick her?
Now that you're taking that makes more sense. And like I said, the only way she gonna play her cards right, she better get him straight out of school early. Like
She ain't gonna get him in school. Come on,
yeah, think she
stop
gonna
playing.
school? Okay,
No,
not early. If she
no,
try to weasel
no.
it.
She's not cute enough. No,
Okay, okay, all right, we'll agree with that. You agree with that? Yep, we'll agree with that. Yep, she's not cute enough. Yep.
she ain't cute. She's a 4, right? I'm not talking about if she's a 7, 8, or 9. I'm talking about 4.
Oh, she a 4? Oh yeah, that's gonna be tricky. That's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
Very.
and most
It probably impossible personally.
20% of women are 4s. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of people. Okay, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah.
Hell, the 4s don't hard enough to get picked if they do have an education and they are upper class, much less lower class. They're not gonna get picked. They have to take dudes like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they gotta take. Yeah.
No too many of them. No
And,
too many, or get Section 8 and move the dude in. No too many of them.
mm-hmm.
I'm in the hood, man. I've seen this too much. Okay, I sound like I'm suburban. But I live in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
I said I don't know where y'all live.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you live in a big city?
No, a regular
Midwest?
city. The East Coast it varies, but like you live in Los Angeles, so it's a little bigger, and the
A
environment's
lot
different.
bigger.
Yeah, and the
Los
environment
Angeles, Los
from
Angeles is bigger than
east
has more
east to
people than
west.
most states.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. From east to west is much different, much different. You get me? And think about it. I mean, um, I think here in East Coast we're somewhat multicultural a little bit. There's still good racial blacks here, but where you're at,
Multicultural. Wait a minute. LA's got you got Filipinos, they got Samoans, they got Chinese, they got Japanese, they got Indian, they got Latina from all different parts of Latin America. Okay,
mm,
got Islanders. Okay, talking about multicultural,
okay, okay,
including
yeah,
black and white. Okay, you can't get more multicultural, including
multicultural.
we got a big section of Russian immigrants in Hollywood. I don't know how much more multicultural you can actually get in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Wow, the ratio of blacks was is it down to 4% now? It should be
It's
down
probably,
to 4.
lower than that because we used to have like almost 3 million black folks in Southern California. Now it's down to 1 million. So a lot of black folks have moved out.
That's like under 2% now.
Yeah,
Under 2.
it's yeah. The
Yeah,
price,
that's 2. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah,
the
2%.
prices. Yeah, they used to have like 2.2, 2.6, 2.7 million black folks in the LA County area. Now we're down to 1 million. I just
Down
looked
to,
at it. So black folks is getting out of here.
yeah, I mean, and I heard stories that even with certain states now where they're just flighting to cheaper areas as quick as possible. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're gonna see influx of some parts of Georgia or maybe
Hmm.
even Texas, the coastal
Yeah,
area,
yeah,
from
yeah,
county.
yeah. Georgia. I think Georgia's taken over to where we were. I think New York is still number one. I think the Atlanta area is number 2 now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And they're expensive as hell. I'll tell you that much right now. I'm not sure why people still in New York, but that's another story. I ain't got.
They grew up there. New Yorkers love their city. So
Yeah.
yeah, and they have that. They have rent. What is it? Rent subsidies. They can
Oh
only
yeah,
turn
yeah.
the
That's
rent up so much. So
that's
that's the only reason they're there. They get rid of those. Them black folks in New York's are gone.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. They're not gonna stay. They're gonna go on. Cause especially seasons. Oh hell no, you ain't step in when it's 4 seasons. I don't know. We gotta say we gotta go somewhere warmer. I have a better chance. I am not. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh no, not in this cold. Ooh, no, fuck that. Let me keep playing this beat just because
Go ahead.
9 more minutes. I want to get through this video, and this is very lengthy, this breakdown. But yeah, if you want to stay up, that's fine, BJS. But I gotta complete this. All right.
Go ahead.
All right, thank you.
Nobody want to continue. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna evolve, you know, and change and be something, you know, that you really want to become because you're gonna have a different goal and purpose in heart. But the person that you wind up getting into a relationship with long term, they gon' have a similar mindset as you, the person that you really want to be with. That's my opinion.
I think it don't have to be similar, but you do have to kind of understand. You feel me? You do have to kind of be like, my biggest thing is, man, don't, hey, make me work for it. You feel me? Make me work for it. Make me understand that you have your own set of standards and morals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That
Mhm.
you gonna live by. But when I'm experiencing this shit, and I've been in relationships, you feel me? I've been in them. So it's just like,
Why not? Like what caused you to get out of them though?
They're
oh
like him.
man,
They're like
that's
him.
Hmm?
They're like him. That's why. You can tell
Mm-hmm.
he's not the smartest. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Indeed.
when you let's just say this, when you with somebody, you just want to be with them, right? And when you bring in outside minds into the shit, not other men, but like family.
Mm-hmm.
When you bring that shit in there, bro, it's out the door.
Mm.
When y'all not a team, it's out the door. You feel me? So it's just like, yo, I done it.
Yeah, I feel you. What do you want to leave the people with? Because this is not the last time. I think I'm gonna bring you. You down to come on tomorrow?
No, we cool, we got it.
I bet. So I'm gonna bring you on tomorrow, but I'm gonna let the people ask you questions tomorrow. We gonna let them have
Okay.
it. So everybody that's watching, if you feeling a certain type of way, um, and we gonna keep it respectful.
Be disrespectful.
You sure?
Oh yeah, they can be disrespectful. That's my favorite thing to do.
All right. So listen,
Is
you heard it from House of Hypocrites right here. At right now, when it's well over 1,600. I'm gonna put all of the links to your all of your.
All right. I think there's babbling. I'm gonna stop this because I think he says enough. Remove this. Enough of that. Yeah, man. I tell you.
You believe it's fake, huh? All right.
No, no. I listen. In my opinion, like anything, I take it as word is bond for serious now because many stories like this one we could all relate to, unfortunately. So regardless if it's real or fake, it resonates with a lot of our folks personally. So that's why I only put it as a disclaimer because it could be, it could be not. But like I said, it got so big and it got so viral because people know like this. You know what I'm saying? Just like we know a chick that's doing this type of behavior. So that's why it resonates to a lot of black folks. So that's why I laugh to it because even your ladies that's in the chat, and y'all guys can come up if you want to ask questions because I'm gonna give it like another couple more minutes if y'all guys links in the chat room. That I mean we see dudes out here, and let's be honest, these are the dudes in the community that is creating a lot of
It's a class thing, and it's not that that the thing is he didn't care. He was reckless, so he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Most dudes dealing with chicks like that, they don't want to get stuck with her, so they're gonna use something.
Yeah, get some
or they're gonna avoid her. So
Mhm.
so this is very common. Otherwise, why would you have a baby by a random dude? Don't make no sense. Why do you get pregnant by a random dude?
One thing that and I laughed at this, that how, and I said this earlier, BJs, before how long you been listening, that I'm at the point, and there are certain states right now talking about this, mandatory getting this DNA test. I said this once in previous broadcasts on my channel. and I'm going to reiterate again that it is a necessity now, because I think the fraternity fraud in America, besides
Yeah.
other parts of the country like Jamaica, I think is the highest, roughly almost 40%. And then they put, I think now what's going down over there now is that now they have some form of rights now where they could now check if the baby's theirs in Jamaica. I could be wrong. I gotta double check that. But if so, I could see it's gonna be fight, especially in America, to have that over here as well.
The
Because
white
too
women
much,
don't want it. The
yeah,
white women don't
and
want
that's
that shit.
and here's the sad thing. Because America TLA talked this,
Mm-hmm.
and he tell the dudes this: the reason why you guys, when they're asked for DNA tests, the minute your woman looks in front of your dead in your eyes, say, "I'm pregnant," this, that, for her,
Mm-hmm.
because you're afraid that she's gonna walk out of you.
Well, that's
Going, and I'm thinking, say, well, that's the risk you're going to have to take.
well, then that if that's up to them. If you don't want to know, you don't want to know.
Yeah.
If you want that woman bad enough and you're willing to not take a DNA test and make sure, if you don't want to know, don't want to know. There's a lot of things. There's the way you've been socialized, to accept it. The pressure that your family puts on you to accept it.
Mhm.
Um, hell, I know I got 3 or 4 relatives that had the same thing. Man, I looked at the baby. Hey, man, go get a test. Man,
Okay.
they took them like a year or two because they didn't want to do it. When they finally had the test, guess what? Baby wasn't theirs.
Yeah. Ain't that something?
They I wish I could find that survey. They surveyed, man. They did a survey of paternity clinics. I think it was Ohio. It might have been Ohio, uh, and they said the 41. They found a 41% false paternity for black men.
That's almost 50%. That's pushing. Oh, man. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
But that's part of our culture, so it is what it is, man. This is not new. Okay, it ain't new.
not
It's
new at
not
all.
new. Okay, so
It's
it is what it is, and either if we want to be black and we want to stay in it, or we don't want to, because women have really no incentive of changing this. Okay, so if you want
yeah,
to change it,
yeah.
and then we have to change it. But the thing is, uh, I've come to the conclusion, man, I'm pro-black, man. I've been dealing with this stuff for 40 years, and I've come to the conclusion the women are perfectly happy with the system the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Would they like to have more access to white power and white money? Sure. But other than that, they don't really want this shit to change. I've come to that conclusion because they keep doing the same dumb shit they've been doing for the last 100 years. All this have
Mm-hmm.
babies out of wedlock and with random dudes like that. That is that is not uncommon. It's more now because there's more money in it. Okay, they don't have to. They're not put on the sideline where they have to go hungry and be destitute or be homeless. Once they start to grow, this shit ain't changed, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
not changed, and black women do not really want it to change. They don't.
Mm-hmm. I mean, think about it. Why should they? I mean, because it's the best dual main strategy out here. You get me? If dude's not going to sit push back on anything, why the necessity? You know, like
I had women from women at every single sector of black female, American black female culture that I've looked at. Always wanted to have serial monogamy, even so-called patriarchal Islam, right? Black Islam. We had several brothers on it. One brother actually took one of my videos, okay, and actually talked about it because he's in Philly. He talked about the black Islamics in Philly. Same shit. Get
mm,
married to a dude, have a kid or so by that dude, get a breakup, go to the next dude, carry your kids with them. Same thing. You wash, rinse, repeat. Same shit was happening back in, after emancipation. The pattern has not changed. And if you read Diane Stewart's book, Black Women, Black Love, she actually promotes that shit. Okay.
mm, mm,
She calls it
mm,
Africana Kinship Network. She actually promotes serial monogamy by carrying your kids from one man to the next until you find one that you're happy with. So she's
damn.
perfectly fine by having 8 kids by 4 different guys. Okay.
Mm,
That
mm,
and this is from people all the way down at the bottom, all the way up to that she's a professor. She's a PhD professor in Georgia, in
okay.
Atlanta. Okay.
Mm,
They promote this, and she's not the only one.
mm,
She's not the only one. Okay. This
mm,
is so it's not even about class. Okay. It's weaved into our culture. I know and I've said it's a survival mechanism that's been weaved in our culture so that if a black, because the the average lifespan until I think it was like 1920 or 1930 of a black man was less than 31 years. So they would die early. So they had to have a man to replace them. So we're perfectly black men have been socialized to be perfectly fine being stepfathers. In fact, we're one of the few cultures that is perfectly fine being stepfathers to women with multiple children by multiple fathers. It's normal to us. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
normal to us.
Mm-hmm.
And there women are perfectly fine by having multiple kids by multiple guys. It's normal to us. That's part of the culture. The thing is that the thing is that we won't admit it. We won't fess up to it. That it's normal to our culture, and actually do something. Actually, either
Mm-hmm.
enhance the culture, actually fix the problems that come with having this kind of culture, which happened back in back in down south. That's like, I mean, it still works. Okay, you can have 17 kids by 5 guys, okay, because you had this big, large extended family actually help you raise these kids. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when you move to a city, you don't have that, and that's when all the problems start.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, we won't admit that this exists in our culture, and so we kind of sneer at guys that have 7 kids by 7 women. We sneer at it, but the thing is, this is very common. And if you go back, actually, old folks, it's really common.
Hmm.
It's not unusual for a man down south, because when men die early, they have you know 10 kids by 3 or 4 different women. It's not that unusual. My uncle had he had 6. He had like 9 kids by 3 different women, and he was married.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
not unusual. My grandmother had 9 kids by 4 different guys. It's not unusual.
Mm-hmm.
So this stuff, when people say this is out of order and he's 14, it's weaved into our culture. Okay, it is. It really is. At some point, it was really, I'm getting tired, because I don't know how many books you can read, how many resources you guys should read, how many people you can ask that should prove this. And nobody, oh man, that don't happen. We're not white folks. Okay, we're not chocolate covered white folks. We have a different culture.
I know. Yeah.
You have a different culture. We mate differently. We have a different ideas about standard about marriage. Okay, we have a different standard about divorce. That's how come black women actually have 80% divorce rate in black community. Okay, because black women believe in having serial monogamy. Now, what white women want is completely different. They want to stay married to one guy, but have a whole bunch of different lovers, called polyamory. Black women ain't really down for all that shit. I'd rather leave the dude and go get me another one. Even Diane Stewart was actually talking to a white woman, and she talking about You believe in polyamory? No, I believe in serial monogamy. They don't believe in the same thing.
Hmm. Hmm. Mm-mm.
No, white one want to have kids by one guy, one husband, in one household, and then have a whole bunch of different lovers. That's what they want. That's what they call being free.
Hmm. Well, they get what they wish for, and the dudes just granting it. I mean, well, for now, because some dudes say, they say I'm not playing no monogamy, either this way or it's a highway.
Well, yeah,
So
well, it depends. What if the guy? It depends on the guys. If the guys want to change, and I understand, if you want something different, okay, you gotta find a different culture, because these are your black women. Either you accept them the way they are, or you got to find different women.
mhm,
Okay, stop trying to force them. They're not going to change. Okay, they can't change. So they're not going to change. Either you accept them the way they are, or you move on. Stop. You can complain about them if you want to, but complain about your plight. Thing is, first I tell them, you need to find a different set of women, because
mhm,
you're not going to change her. Fussing at her is not going to make her change. Okay,
mhm. Yeah.
because to her it's normal. And that's what black guys are finding out. They say, well, they just being mean. No, it's normal to them. I have to counsel my grandson, okay, about going little girls hitting him, okay, trying to get his attention. Now you giggling because you know what I'm talking about, okay?
Yeah, man. Our mating, our women's a
Our,
little weird
our
though.
mating strategy. That's our mating
It,
strategy.
it,
Okay.
they deal with violence for attention. I say,
Yeah,
God,
yeah. And I can't tell you how many boys that I've talked to have to go through the same shit. My mother told me when I was like 9 or 10 and had the same problem. Why come she keep hitting me? She said, because she likes you. My mother understood. That's how far back it goes. You know,
Mhm.
I far back ago, my grandmother told me about one of her husbands that she had chasing him with an axe. Okay,
Damn.
and she got mad at him, so she chasing him with an axe.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt told me about shooting at her husband. Okay, this is just common. They were they were married for 50, 60 years. Okay, until he died.
Hmm.
It's the way we relate, and the thing is, either we accept it, and try to change it, or try to modify it, or accept it. That's the way they are. I
Mhm.
accept it. That's the way they are. It is what it is. Either you pick different women, or you try to work with what you have, work with the material that you have, and try to find some kind of way to actually find a happy medium.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Anyway,
All right. All right, BJs. I guess no one else is coming up. Appreciate you coming to the panel. And I hope y'all guys did enjoy this. As always, it's very nice to see other countries come up here and give their take. But like I said, nothing really changed. So personally, like I said, when the title says "Who's really corny," I mean, it speaks for itself.
well,
Michael B. Jordan, if he doesn't become a billionaire in the next 6 years, I'll be laughing right now. He's in,
well,
I think he's in a
he
good
probably
position
will,
now.
but
He's in a good position to potentially reach that stone.
to the majority of black people I would say right around 70% make less than $50,000. They're working class and below. Okay,
Mhm.
to them, a Michael B. Jordan is corny. The most black women, Michael B. Jordan is corny because they don't understand him. He's an upper class dude.
Mhm.
He's corny. He's gonna be corny. Okay, to women of that status, it is what it is. So I'm sure they've been calling him that since he was a kid.
Yeah,
So
I know.
he's used to it.
Yeah, but
But
and
it, but anyway, if somebody say get your daughters, I'm gonna give you a tip. Okay, I'm gonna give you a tip out of experience, right? Don't let your daughters go to no baby showers with an out of wedlock girl. Okay, do not, do not, do not. Okay, if you do that, you're gonna encourage her to do the same goddamn thing. Do not let her go. If her friend if her friend gets pregnant and she don't have no husband, do not let her go to the baby shower. Okay, do not let her go to the baby shower because that's going to encourage her and make her think it's okay to have a baby out of wedlock. Do not, do not, do not. Be careful of the girlfriends that your daughter is around. If she's around a girl, unless she's really exceptional, that's going to get pregnant and keep her baby out of wedlock, you need to have her find another friend. Okay?
Mm.
Because I got daughters. I'm gonna tell you. I'm telling you what I know because I've seen it too much. Do not, do not, do not. Okay? That's just a tip. Anyhow, I'm a bounce.
all right. Thank you, BJS.
All
We'll
right,
talk.
peace out.
Appreciate it. All right. And for all y'all, I mean, very lengthy, but straight to the point. Like I said, one thing I got out of this stream is nothing is left to the imagination. And let's be honest, people are working hard overtime to go viral. Now, regardless it's true or not, we all know someone in our neighborhoods or hoods or wherever we live are living this experience or living proof of doing this degenerate behavior. It's part of this so-called Western culture. That's the only thing I could say and leave it as. But that's pretty much. Matter of fact, before I go, let me read all your comments. I see a whole lot of comments. He's 14 years old. Okay, be this. All right. Women must pay close attention and train their brain and saying like what it really is saying. Keep okay. Yeah, read that. Okay. Legs close. Yes. Yes. I don't expect you to use one. Sing good sleep, man. Okay. Okay. Biracials, yep. He knows better. Cowardness, yep. Only just saying just like this. Okay. Okay. I had to get my daughter. So yeah, we just answered that question. And that's pretty much it. And like always, thank you, Queen of Virtue. If you're new to the Chaos Reign channel, welcome to the Chaos Reign show. Remove these banners. And like always, the links to follow me are the following. You can follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. You can add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. You could join the Discord service of the Chaos Rain Show. That's on the About section on this channel. Also, follow me on Rumble. Join my Rumble. I'll put that in the description of this video. And last but not least, yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if any other links that comes to mind. I'm looking forward to hearing y'all side and y'all comments in the comment section of this one. And please like the video on your way out, and you can share this too as well. But always, please leave a comment. I'll be reading for this one. Other than that, be on the lookout for the next live stream. Until next time, Leos Ring.